Alright. So I had a dream last night. Oh and in that dream, I just gotta reload the game. In that dream, I played a Pokemon Snap hack. And I was like, when I woke up, I was like, is that real? Is that real? There's no way that's real. So I actually Googled it, and there isn't actually like a real Pokemon Snap hack, but there's like a custom level. And there's also retro achievements. I don't know how to make retro achievements work. So, yeah. I don't know how to make those work. But they exist for like so many games, which is pretty cool. So what was I doing? There was something specific I needed to do with equipment, bestiary, and Patchy's magic buffs to get them to join my team. Okay. So it costs $4 and it upgrades the stats by an extremely minute amount. So let's just up her magic. Can you get a refund? There. Reimu's magic is level 5. And Mailing's HP, attack, and defense are level 3. And Alice's speed, magic, and HP. There you go. Okay. Alright. Well, they're cheap anyway. The first level is like $4, you know? I wonder if that's enough. I don't know how to, like, check that information, but let's just head out for now, shall we? Well, that's alright. I'll just make more money. That's all. I'll just make more money. So yeah, I thought that there was a Pokemon Snap hack in existence, and there actually was kind of, but not really. And I was kind of like, I was just kind of thrown off by that, really. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna pick some shit up as I head towards the bush. I'll get to the bush, but not yet. First things first, harvest. Harvest. Dato bio. Beast meat. Mixture of beast meat. I just got that a second ago. Snap has retro achievements. A lot of things have retro achievements, actually. Okay, so do I remember what's happening here? Squirrel. Giant enemy squirrel. Fairy Tail Lass. That's okay. I'm just gonna punch her. It's alright. That Kadama has a lot more HP than other things. Use your magic, streamer. I don't need magic where I'm going, boys. All I need is to click the attack button and we'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was weird because I really believed it was real. But I couldn't even describe exactly what the game was like, but it was real to me in that moment. But for the most part, yeah. My plan today was to record and then do some audio cutting, because the headway that I made on the video is that the recording's done, the script is written, and it's recorded, which is surprisingly a large amount of work done for that already. So that's cool. But yeah, because I had to re-record the entire thing. I had to re-record the entire thing, so I lost time on that front. Yeah. Oh, you can't get in there. Oh well. Also, the new season, the summer season for anime has started. Well, I mean, it's been going for a little bit now, but there's a couple names. There's a couple names on that one, and now I'm starting to see it on the internet, and it's like, fuck, I want to watch it, but there's only one episode, so if I watch it, I'll just forget about it later, and then I won't watch it later. I do that all the time. Ah, look. It's the purple dude. Huh, what is this thing? It's the mist from before. What's this feeling? What's going on? My head hurt. Everyone's acting strange again. This thing feels different from before. It's not gonna run away this time. It plans on fighting. I don't really get it, but it's definitely not good. You hurt Churno and made everyone suffer. We're not gonna let you get away with it. Boss approaching. Level 7 Nightmare Avatar. Very weak. It did 1 damage. It did 1 damage, but it inflicted Terrified and Silence. I don't remember what Terrified did, but I think it lowered something. Why did that only do 1 damage? Oh, wait, because very weak means I resist it. That's what it is. Terrified reduces MP by 10% and also lowers one of your defense stats. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, Mr. Purpleness. What do you do? Abyss Strike, Abyss Assault, Impurity, Sweep, Encroaching, Nightmare, Mana Strike, Mana Assault, Mana Sweep. Okay, I don't know what any of those do, so that's kind of a problem. What are you weak to? Probably Light, right? No, you're weak to Spirit. You're weak to Spirit, you resist Mystic. I can't afflict ailments. Who has Spirit? Mailing does. Mailing has Spirit. Right, you can't do anything right now anyway, but attack. Wait, you had physical resistance? I didn't even notice. Physical was 100. I mean, that's not that bad. That's neutral, isn't it? It's just neutral. 53. First aid. First aid only heals HP. So I guess I'm just gonna punch it for 38 damage. Alright, Mailing. Yeah. That's the damage right there. 233. What's Alice have? Not much. But I guess I can do this because I can't hit the worry effect anyway. That should activate the worry effect on him, right? Because that's his weakest element. Okay, yeah. The worry was lost, but that's fine. Alright, an attack is coming. He attacks with darkness, so it seems like I don't need to worry about Rainbow defending. But Rainbow's also silenced, so she can only do that. Bitch strike. That did a lot. Attack power down. Okay, I've afflicted worry. If I attack, worry's lost. Alright, so the turn 2 is a single target attack. Turn 1 is a single target attack. Mailing probably needs some dark resistance. I'll just go kaboom. 149 plus 35. And Rainbow gets to go. Rainbow is no longer terrified. But she is silenced. Okay. Abyss Assault, it missed. But it's single target dark damage. Okay. We can heal Mailing. Still waiting for that to go away. Okay. Keep it coming, Mailing. He doesn't have damage-based attack, so the more damage I do, the better. Because he's just going to ramp up. He's going to ramp up to an obnoxious degree. Alright, Impurity Sweep. That's AoE. Wait. Rainbow died. Rainbow died. Instantly, in fact. Goodbye, Rainbow. I kind of thought Rainbow was okay. I guess I read that wrong. You know what? It's been like 10 days. It's been 10 days, you know? Well, Maribel doesn't even do anything. 20. Yeah, that's a problem. Mailing is in trouble. So that was turn 4. Abyssal Sweep. Impurity Sweep is AoE. Okay. So Encroaching Nightmare is coming next, which means Mailing is definitely dead. Mailing is 100,000% dead. If she gets targeted. Damn, that did 0. Oh, well that's because okay, hold on. That's the one he started with, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Encroaching Nightmare is a starting attack. So that one is basically a debuffer. So if he opens with that, it's actually best to have Maribel in the more likely to hit option. So she'll be able to take all the darkness damage. And Rainbow's a liability, but I can swap her out whenever a big one's coming. I can put her in the back of the line. Okay, alright. But Mailing needs dark resist or needs to be put in a better position. Because she does the damage, but she's also weak to dark. Rainbow uses Mystic, so she's not doing very much. Just keep throwing a firebomb at her. Okay, so Mana Strike. Alice has good resistance to it. So that's just attack down. Okay. Is he just cycling again? No, so Mana Strike. So Mana Assault is the next one, which is going to be single target. And then Mana Sweep, which will be AoE for sure. So I'm just going to keep Mailing alive. There's the Mana Strike. Okay, that was resisted, but Maribel still died. Alright, Cherno, you're up. Pop. Mailing will get a block in. Alice is gonna die. Cherno can Icicle Fall. That's it. 108. Alright. Defend. 33 and 83. Okay. The defend helped. Alice dodged it again. Cherno just fucking died, so good job, Cherno. Good job. So what comes after turn 8? Encroaching Nightmare. So I guess we're looping now. So no debuff. It's not actually over yet. Because I can get to the... If I can get to this... If I can kill him... Okay, Alice is doing, like, so much fucking work right now. Okay. So there goes Mailing. Alright, focus. Next is the AoE attack. Yep, okay, Alice is dead. And then I missed. So now it's just me and you. 41. 39. Okay, hold on. We're gonna edit the party. I can win this. I'm just gonna put Maribel in the main slot. And Alice in the other more likely to be hit. No, actually that's fine. I think that layout is actually fine, but Renko's healing, but not really. But your attack is mystic based. I don't think Rainbow does a lot in this fight. I think this is probably fine. I just gotta press defend and have Maribel tank. Alright. I can win this. Okay, she's paralyzed. I don't remember what that did. Paralysis was something. It wasn't a speed drop. That's gonna do 0 damage, so yeah. If I attack, I should be able to get another turn in there before him. Yeah. Okay. It's affected by worry. Do I go for the bonus damage with Alice? Or do I just hit right away? What about the bonus? Okay. So, turn 2 is a single hit attack. I'm kind of banking on the fact that Maribel is the one who's going to get hit. That's really what I'm banking on. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I was very close. I lived, but... Shit. We're just gonna defend. Alice, I think I'd like you to defend as well to save the worry. Because I want... Why, you stupid asshole? You ruined it! The chase ruined it. Okay, so even though she defended, she died in 1 hit anyway. Okay. That's fine. Alright, Cherno, you're up. You're up, champ. Next is the AoE attack. Okay, bring it on. Cherno dodged it. Alright, let's throw shit. Next is the single target attack, which is probably hitting Cherno. Take it, Cherno. Right, that was Encroaching Nightmare. Forgot. Oh, fuck, I could have not bothered with that. Keep going, Mailing. Keep going. Bang. Okay. Alright, she's alive. She's alive. She's alive. And next turn... Oh, fuck. Okay. Next turn should be... Okay, it's Mana Assault. So, she should just smack Cherno. Okay. I'm kind of expecting, I'm kind of just expecting Cherno to die. There's no point in defending. But... I want the others healthy. Okay, Cherno, just fucking do your thing. 97 damage. Okay, worry has been applied, which doesn't really matter here. Worry will be better to apply for the AoE attack. Yeah, so Cherno's definitely dead there. Okay. So now Reimu can come in. And Reimu will die. Very weak to that. So Reimu does do a lot of damage. So now it's time to pump the damage in. He's affected by worry at the moment. Reimu's gonna get killed by the AoE, but Mei Ling will be able to apply the worry. So I'm just gonna Hail Mary this damage. I'm gonna Hail Mary the shit out of this damage. Alright. Don't fail me now, worry. Okay, Reimu's dead, but that's okay, because Mei Ling's not. $255. Worry is in effect. I want to keep it that way. Okay. Wait, I keep forgetting that after the AoE attack, he does his debuff attack, so I get a turn to work with there. I think it's probably best I just start slapping him. All I need is that turn. That's all I need is that turn, and we're good. Uh-oh. Boys, it's not over. It's not over. I win. I do win. I win. Dream of hunting. Usable to hot grenade branch try and increase character's accuracy by 1. So I got that because I beat it. I beat the boss with the recommended challenge level, which was party level of 6. So, well, there you go. Goodbye, Mr. Shadow. It disappeared. What's up with how it disappeared just now? Sure, it may have disappeared again, but what was different from when it disappeared when it attacked Cherno? It looks like we beat it, right? I guess I'm not really sure, though. That felt terrible. I feel like I just had white paint rinse through my nostrils. My head finally feels clear. What was that thing? Cotton being pulled out from my ears rings closer to home for me. Why are we still playing the victory fanfare? You can stop putting it into words now. What was that misty shadow thing just now? I wonder. Ugh, I feel awful. A misty shadow. Come to think of it, I feel like Renko and Mary said something about that, but also that they haven't. I can't remember. My head hurts. In the end, we still don't know what it was. But, well, that's fine. We beat it after all. Wow, we're amazing. We actually beat that thing. Hold on, the music's stopping. We managed to open the way forward, too, so let's go ahead and check it out. No! What are you doing? Don't loop! There's a victory for teamwork. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that awful feeling's gone now. I think my head's finally starting to clear up bit by bit. Okay, let's go. Let's get going. I don't want to move. I can't move unless I have some candy. I'm not ready yet either. Mei Ling, carry me, please. I have 0 motivation right now. No way. I don't feel like I'm my best right now either. And what do you mean 0 motivation? The issue's supposed to be that you don't feel good. Jeez, come on, guys. Now then, just what will we find beyond the path that weird mist was guarding? Let's go! Ugh, it must be nice to be young and full of energy. Mei Ling, carry me! I said no. Goodbye, Reimu. If you climb upwards, sure. I'm leaving, but I unlocked the 2nd floor. I could probably start the next area from here, right? So after climbing that path in the forest we found, there's more forest. What's going on here? Yeah, I really have to wonder, too, what would be a good way to describe this? A 3-dimensional forest? No, a multi-layered forest? It doesn't make any sense, but if the day ever comes that I get lost here, I'm not making it back. Same here, I can never remember all these different paths. This place certainly is suspicious after all, though no ordinary forest is laid out like this. Kind of feeling one of those not wanting to let the bugs you've captured escape intentions in all this. No matter how you shake it, this isn't normal. Why were there even stairs in a forest in the first place? Good question. I mean, I know this isn't normal the moment nearly 10 of us woke up somewhere we didn't recognize. Are you calling us bugs, by the way? Well, yeah, of course. They sure pulled off something grand to capture us. I sure do appreciate the effort, Well, I'm not happy in the least. I'm definitely going to figure out where we are and just who planned all this. But if my thinking and intuition are on the mark, I think we'll find one soon. We'll find what? Let that be a surprise for when we find out. Come on, let's check this place out. I'm gonna make fun of you real bad if we find nothing after you made that smug face of yours and told us to wait. I'll have Aya write an article on you too. For the title, I'll do something like Tragedy Strikes, Hakode Shrine Maiden smug face in the forest totally backfires on her. I'm not gonna let you guys use it even if we do find one then. So they're so convenient too. Not my fault though. I look forward to both you two groveling an apology. Both? Two. Hold on, why do I have to be included in that? Isn't Chirto enough? It's your fault for being weird and dragging this out, Reimu. If you're gonna complain, then just tell us already. It'll be easier to explain if you're looking at the real thing. Come on, let's get going. I must leave the dungeon. I have concluded that I don't want to be here. Level up. No. Yes. Yes. The level up stats are, like, substantially better than, well, obviously the rudimentary magic library. Level up. Make everything level 3 because I decided that's what it needs to be. Wait, why did I upgrade her physical attack? Are you stupid? Yes, actually. Wait, her attack and magic stats are equal. Huh. That's kind of weird. Boink. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. When do I receive? What you're equal to? I don't even know what to fucking do for you. Look at all that cash I just lost. Okay. Hey, Patchy. What do you think? Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, right? You want to join my party? No? Of course you don't, jackass. Upgrade sub-equipment. Get it up. Tough shell. What does upgrading even do? Imitation Utengu Masai. I need all that shit. Can I upgrade sugar? Sub-equipment crafter. No, I want you to make one. Make me a power bracer. Yeah. Cherno's treasure shop. So, I spent all my money. I didn't... Oh, her timer's counting down, so I can just AFK. I'm not gonna, but I can. Classy lounge. No, update the journal. I'm a winner. Alright, back to the forests with my group of winners. You gonna start me? You're not gonna let me start on the second floor? What? I gotta walk all the fuck way back? Oh, that's, what? What? How dare you? That's actually not that big a deal, because I can just do this. I can just do this, it's fine. It actually matters not. What do you mean overly dramatic, Gary? We're good. I just kind of thought that I'd be able to start on floor 2 by going to floor 2. Maybe I have to touch that thing that's like right in front of me, very brazenly in front of me. See, here it is. Come on, Chirno, get down and grovel. No! What's this? Sort of magic circle and light floating here, but barrier, space, magic, you can call it whatever you want, but the point is that there's a tear or hole in whatever force shapes this place. Ah, I see. We'll probably find more up ahead if we look, so we should use them to our own advantage. Is that what you're saying? Yep, that's right. Hold on, I'm still confused. Ugh, you shrine maidens and magicians, you always rush so far ahead with your conceited, smarty pants talk. I hate to be on the same side as Tuna here, but I don't really get it either. And if I don't get it, I'm sure the Spirited Away gang doesn't get it either. That's right, we don't. What do you mean? You said a tear in force. Where should I start here? Looking at how this forest is laid out in an unnatural, multi-layered fashion, whether it's magic or barriers, it leads me to think that there's clearly some sort of power at play that's messed with this place to make it how it is. And it's pretty tough to construct a space like that without some tears, especially when it's this large. It's almost always going to be a few of them, and this magic circle is like a cork seal. You should imagine a balloon, and the hole the air goes into along with the knot you tie. The knot is tied tight to keep the air inside the balloon from leaking out, right? This is one of the forest's, or the balloon's, knots, a place where its power gushes out from. I don't get it. You know, some people just make things harder to understand with their crappy comparisons. Tell her, Spirited Away gang. Tell her smart acting people are all talk. Ugh, I sometimes hear that from Marissa too. Maybe I really am bad at explaining things. Alice took some damage just now. Well, it's true, okay? Her explanation sucks and I don't get it. Anyway, these circles are handy for us. Sure, this hole might be sealed, but if someone with a bit of know-how happens to find it. Let's see here. And there we go, we've got a checkpoint now. This place can be linked with our home base now. Go on, try touching the light. Huh. Touching that light and we'll be able to use it as a starting point when going to the forest from now on. It'll be tiring always walking all the way from the entrance, right? Let's take it easy on ourselves. Oh, wow, that's really handy. You can do that? You bet I can. My title as the Hakone Shrine Maiden isn't just for show. I know a fair bit about barriers in space. It would have been nice if you could have gotten outside the forest entirely with one of these tears, but it appears this place isn't going to be that kind to us. But still, if we're finding more of these and use them as stepping stones, it'll make exploring the forest way easier. This is awesome. That's right. Keep the praise coming. Nobody ever praises me because they're never surprised at what the Hakone Shrine Maiden does. It's been a while since I've been complimented so straight. Renko. Hey, Renko, it's probably better that we don't get too happy about this. Huh? I mean, think about it. Once tomorrow comes, everyone will forget about this place and the checkpoint. Ah, right, they'll forget. I guess this is pointless then. All this terror whatever stuff, even when we remember it, it won't make sense to the others, huh? It's kind of sad, huh? We all accomplished so much and found it together, but we're the only ones who can be sincerely happy over it. Who can't be sincerely happy over it. It's frustrating. Yeah, I know how you feel. I feel that way too. From the bottom of my heart, I hope we can figure out what's going on here soon so we can all celebrate together for real. Yeah, you're right, Mary. We gotta give it our best. What are you two getting so pumped up over? Hey, why don't we touch the checkpoint and call it quits for the day? This and that and the whole thing with the myth, it's been an exhausting day. Mailing, we just did that yesterday and we came back. Agreed, it's important not to slack in keeping both mind and body recharged when dealing with danger. Caution takes a second, but an injury lasts a lifetime. Yeah, I did that already. Now you mention it, I'm hungry. We just came from breakfast. Okay, let's touch the light and make a checkpoint, then go home for the day then. This is the first we've been to. What a waste. Just means the two of us will have to do a good job remembering how to get here. You've unlocked a checkpoint. You can now select this as your starting point whenever you enter from the base. And now the game's gonna be like, Fremu, I told you, we're going home. You want to keep going? Personally, I'd like to go a little further. I don't think there's any harm in stretching our legs a little more either, but I'm tired. I want to go home. I'm hungry. And you can't just say we're going home and then not have us go home. You've already hit the go home switch inside of us. Let's go back to base then. No. Encounter 200%. We're not going home until we exercise our TP. Alright? Bro got silenced. LMAO! I mean, it's a tree. It's probably weak to fire. Fatal. That one's very weak to fire. Like I give a shit. Die. No items dropped. Cringe. I like the little vine boom you get when that happens. You hit the 200 encounter button and the game's just like, boom. That did 0 damage. That did 41 damage. Alice, please throw a fireball. Thank you. Is this grinding? This is just making use of the TP we have since I have to leave anyway. That's all it is. That's all it is. Strong? Wait, you're like you're a regular fairy I could have just beat the shit out of. Fireball. Fatal. Item drop. Natural green barrel. Big Kadama mustache. Even Kadama are picky when it comes to the cleanliness and sheen of their fur, and there are even some that grow that we could call mustaches. Oh, right, I already got this one. It's like the first drop I got. I thought it was different because it was a different Kadama. Dong! Oh my god. Bro, when do I get my AoE spell card? Probably level 10. Probably level 10. Okay. Fireball. Alright, now beat her up. Cup of coffee. A plain yet helpful drink craftable with canned coffee and water at a camp for you. It slows fatigue loss, the main reason long trips are so fatal. It only weighs 100 grams, yet gives 200 grams of hydration. It won't go bad, so it's good to make and save for later whenever you can. If things go to hell and you're on death's door with no lifeline, hide in the shadows, make one last campfire, and reheat your old coffee to make your final moments truly emotional. That sounds like a reference to a drama. Boom. Nightmare Chrysalis. Kinda gross looking, actually. It's alive. I'm shocked that it's alive. It's dead. I've killed it. I need an easy fight to, like, get my MP back with. That's what I need. Yeah. Yeah. Not necessarily what I call an easy fight. Mostly because of that, but that's fine. We're gonna take this opportunity to juice. Juice me. Yeah. 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 You missed twice! Does focus stack? No, apparently not. Oh, well. Rainbow got hurt. That's not good. I'm only here until somebody wants to leave. Somebody wants to go home. Alright. It's just a tree. I can just set him on fire. I should have just focused. Oh wait, he was weak to that. Never mind, he's dead. Goodbye, Mr. Tree. So chat, yesterday I watched Vinny play the horse game, and when I say I watched him play the horse game, I mean I watched him mash through the entire thing to the degree that I wonder why he even bothered to play it in the first place. But wow. Wow, that horse game, huh? That shit is taking the world by storm. Heal yourself. So, how long do you think it'll last? How long do you think its popularity will last? Holy Jesus, that's a big wolf. It's been an extremely hot topic for like for a while now. I'm just wondering when it will wear off. Seems like overkill for that, but whatever. That's like 8 in the bestiary, right? There goes Reimu. And there goes Alice. Hold on, chat. Do characters that withdraw still get EXP? Have Nitori make you sub-equipment 3 times. Record 12 enemies in the bestiary. Upgrade all of one character's stats to level 8. And the library. Oh, that's all I have to do is get one character to level 8 for Patchy. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, alright. Then I can stay in here and just kind of organize the formation. That's the wrong button. Where's the right button? Alright. Fatal. This poor fairy can't handle that. That was just unnecessary. Hazy Maze. That was a bad idea. That's okay. Amalgam. Reiko's got one more fight in her, but she's not really relevant to the mob clearing, so. Nightmare Chrysalis. Oh, this guy is... Well, okay. Mailing could have single-handedly dealt with that one. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, these 3... Once Mailing goes, that's when we goes. Oh, shit. She paralyzed herself. She paralyzed herself. You get bonus EXP, yeah, when you take them down when they're like that. Oh. Well, let's give her a shot to do it to herself again. Well. I guess we just slap her. Wow. Old coin purse. Alright, Mailing has one more fight in her. So let's do it. I mean, the game said if you wipe out, there's no penalty. So you could realistically just throw every character at it until it kicks you out from lack of resources at that point. That was weak and it did 88. I don't know about that one, champ. That did more and that was resisted. Forgotten Day Flowers. Small pretty flowers that come in blue, purple, and violet, just to name a few colors. Looking at them calms your heart and makes you feel incredibly at ease. You just can't take your eyes off them. Okay. Can Chirno and Mary handle one more fight? We're gonna find out. Oh, they can handle that. They can handle that. That's one guy. Look at that. What's one more fight? Okay. No. Yeah. It's morning. Come on, everyone. It's time to wake up. Come on, now. Get up. Breakfast is ready. Rise and shine, everyone. And thank me for making breakfast while you're at it. Hey, I helped. Thank me, too. Come on, hurry and get up. In the first place, how can you just casually sleep outside when we've been transported to this strange place anyway? Breakfast. Oh, it's this late already. Ugh, my back hurts. When did I fall asleep outside? I should have slept on a couch or a bed in the lounge. Ow. The lounge, that gives me a good idea. After we wake everyone up and they're sleeping in the lounge, let's have breakfast in there instead. I feel like I've seen this cutscene before. So this place we're in, what do you think it is? Does anyone have any ideas? Even if it's just a gut feeling, let's hear it. Didn't we already talk about this before? We haven't had any new developments while investigating or exploring, so there's no gut feelings to be had. No, try again. We have had a new development while exploring. We found out that this forest is multi-layered and we found a tear, a ways into it. We already knew this from the start, but I'll say it anyway. This place definitely isn't natural. A tear? A tear? That can't be. So you're certain then we were put here by someone or something? See? Look, now you're curious, aren't you? So you guys better hurry up and join us today. We need the bodies. I'll think about it. Ah, there it is. Lady Patchouli's "I'll think about it" is actually a no. Always. Oh, shut it, Mailing. I don't want to hear it from the one who happily joined after being lured by meat. Whether that's true or not, Lady Patchouli, you're not getting any meat if you talk like that. Cute. Looks like she wants some. My meat's irresistible, you know. What's going on? Looks like everyone still has their memories of yesterday, right? That's probably the case, right? I was surprised. Oh, Akio. When I woke up this morning, my memories of yesterday were still there. There's no need for me to read my journal. Though repeating yesterday, you were able to defeat that strange humanoid purple mist, and beyond it, you found a tear that you used as a checkpoint and discovered that the forest was multi-layered and artificially created. Everything I heard about yesterday is still here in my memories. Huh? Ah, so it really is true then. Yes, it is. It's the same for everyone else, right? I wonder why that is. The defeat of that humanoid purple mist and your usage of that spatial tear, I feel like one of them is likely the key, but both sound pretty plausible, don't they? Indeed, so let's give up on isolating it to a single cause for now. Putting the cause aside, it's very, very important that we solve the issue of everyone losing their memories. And now that that tear is our checkpoint, you can begin exploring the forest in earnest. Nice. I'm glad we finally made some progress. Okay, we're gonna have work on expanding our area of exploration again. We may have made progress in our situation, but there's still a lot of things we don't understand. Like what that mist is, where we even are, and why everyone's memories keep getting rolled back every day. This place is full of mysteries. We definitely took one step forward. Okay, I'm feeling totally reinvigorated. Let's do our best to explore again. This is all thanks to you two. I'm truly grateful. I had already given up trying to resolve this on my own long ago. No, we haven't resolved things just yet. Next up, we have to get everyone out of this forest. Right, I wanted to mention, how do we tell everyone their memories of yesterday kept disappearing? No, let's not tell them after all. It wouldn't sink in for them anyway, and surely it'll only confuse them further. I can imagine Chirno throwing ice at us because she can't understand. I'd kind of like to tell them, but I guess you're right. Maybe we can tell them after we've taken full notice of the discrepancies in their memories, or after all this is over and we made it out of the forest. Okay, I'm feeling really motivated all of a sudden. Just you watch, even in this weird forest, the Hifu Club's gonna give it their all. Heck yeah. So chat, I played Mario Party 1 on my vacation. And I tore the skin on my palm, as all Mario Party 1 players do. It's healed. It has healed. I can see the mark I left on my hand, and I have to say, it's annoyingly itchy. That said, the burn on my arm has peeled. It's still visible, but it's peeled, it's scabbed over, and it's peeled off, and now it's normal. But my palm is itchy because the skin there is, you know, don't skin your palm when you're my age. It won't heal back properly. Every time I play Mario Party 1, I tell myself that I do not rotate the stick. Your hands are not able to do that anymore. And every time I do it, because I need those 10 coins. I need those 10 coins, my boy. Ancient wooden leather press. Please craft that. So the main thing I want to do for... Okay, hold on. So I need you to make 3 sub-equipments for me. Can you make an ingot? Wait, you can... Oh, you could... Wait. Oh, I can make something that I haven't even seen yet. But I don't want to use the ingot. Because the ingot is needed for upgrading characters. I can make Lyco flower hair ornament. Simple hair ornament. It's meant for mages to equip and only gives 1 defense. Said to protect its wearer from danger a single time. It was a gift given in the story's bittersweet beginning, or so it was intended, but later in the story, mages started going meta and equipping a ton of them before going into battle. That's clearly a reference. Well, hold on. Can I make an amalgam flask? Let me see. Yeah, can I make an amalgam flask? no, it would seem not. I want to make something that I can easily get resources for again. Which I guess in this case would just be that. But I also kind of want to make something new because that's exciting. Tan beast leather. I don't want to use the ingot. Shit. Shit. Use these materials and craft this. Yes. Okay. Ancient wooden letter press. I'm making one of those right now. Okay. Inharmonious gear set. A set of gears with prime numbers of teeth intentionally made so they can avoid engaging with each other as much as possible. This allows all the teeth to wear away at an even rate and also reduces breakdown from small foreign objects getting into the gears. This is considered common sense in today's mechanical engineering world, but back in the Middle Ages it was supposedly a well-kept secret used only by several craftsmen's guilds. Make that, please. That's basically a stronger wood press. And then I can make I guess I'll just use like the Kadama mustache to just make another pine sugar. Alright. Alright, Nitori, I did your job. Reach 5 hours of playtime. Okay. Hey. You guys have been bringing back some nice materials. These shells, these leaves. I was thinking all this rigid and flexible material wouldn't be of any use, but if Alice uses Morning Dew and casts magic on them, these shells become amazing materials that are both rigid and flexible. Man, magic sure is awesome. We ought to hire magicians in the Kappa village too. I think the material may have high affinity with magic because they come from the strange place we're in. Tried injecting magic using Morning Dew as a catalyst, and bingo! It worked perfectly. I specialize solely in manipulating dolls, so manipulating general matter is difficult for me. But it's still fun seeing magic work as expected. I'm learning new things too. So a Kappa and a doll maker working in the same atelier can result in some interesting synergy. Huh. Well, it's good you're having fun. It's helpful to have you make us nice gear too. So Rainbow, you're finding these materials deep in the forest, right? How's it looking in there? Does it seem like there's any more good stuff? If so, what kind of stuff? How's it looking in there? It's a tough question, you know. Wait, where did you get those materials from again? When did we even... Come on, that's mean. You can cut out that awful attempt at hiding it. Fine, I get it. I'll just have to come along on my explorations, right? I can't help but always be curious about what you're gonna bring back next. Oh, well, you're more than welcome to come along, but... Rainbow's right. Where did we even get all this from? Jeez, you just keep playing dumb. Save the surprise until the very, very end, are ya? Well, fine, I'll go along with the bit and stop trying to spoil the fun by asking then. So with that said, I'll take me along whenever you feel like it. I'll look forward to it. What kind of place did we get all that from? I can't remember. Nitori's first appearance was a Mountain of Faith released in 2007. That was 25,000 years ago. She's appeared in many games ever since, such as Subterranean Animism, Double Spoiler, Hopeless Masquerade, Impossible Spell Card, Urban Legend in Limbo, Antinomy of Common Flowers, and 100th Black Market. She's a Kappa who works as an engineer in the Kappa hideout located in Genbu Ravine. However, this isn't unique to her, and in fact, Kappa society as a whole was presented as a society of engineers in Gensokyo. She used to be depicted as friendly to humans, such as when she attempted to stop the human heroines from proceeding onward to danger in Mountain of Faith with her ability to manipulate water and her self-made gadgets. But she's also quite the penny pincher and has occasionally said some coarse and cold-hearted things. These traits aren't unique to Nitori and is shared by the Kappa race, but she's business-orientated and doesn't let an opportunity for profit slip from her grasp. She's also adventurous when it comes to technology, leading to her occasionally getting involved in Gensokyo's commotions. And obviously, her favorite food is cucumbers. Nitori's stats aren't very high all around, and her gadgets demand the management for her turn counter. However, some of her skills allow her to extract greater benefits from equipment, allowing her to be changed from one specialty to another pretty much instantly, and enabling her to deal with any opponent through simply swapping her gear. If you make Nitori into an offensive one-trick pony and keep enemies' actions in mind while using her gadgets, she can output some ridiculous nukes. Nitori relies heavily on equipment, so she'll shine if you prioritize giving stronger gear to her over other characters once she learns the appropriate skills. Okay. So if I understood any of that, which I didn't, It's basically saying that her skills function based on her equipment. Like a shield rod. Check a lockbox. I have, right, open this up. Principia First Edition. A book written by Isaac Newton in the 17th century. Principia means principle, and the book's full of the mathematical principles of natural philosophy. Newton advocates that rather than just making observations and discovering laws, as was the standard of academia at the time, it was important to go one step further and pursue the underlying principles behind those laws. It is said the book is what caused the reformation of classical mechanics into modern physics. Newton apparently discovered calculus too, making him the enemy of high schoolers everywhere. Okay. Yes, open the box. Holy shit. Look at all this stuff in this cool box. You don't have any lockboxes. Come back once you picked up a lockbox from the dungeon. I like how that has to be sideways. Swap party members. Alright, Nitori. Welcome to the crew. I'm gonna go level you up. Bang. Bang, 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 bang. Everybody's strong. When we get level 10, we can get, we can actually get some more skills. Let me look at that real quick. 5 points. I have that. Support action, recovery talisman, HP regen. Cast defense. Mailing. One time 100 basic combo from using focus. One time defense for using focus. That would have been nice to have actually, but whatever, it's fine. And this is just this is the dark based element attack. Renko can have eager support as a treat. You can have hazy barrier defense as a treat. Cherno can have Ice King, King Frost as a treat. And Nitori can have all of this. Increase ally damage dealt to aquatic enemies by 12% when Nitori is present in the front line. It's not stacked with skills that grant the same effect. Okay. Illusionary Waterfall. And only usable, Nitori possesses no gadget overheating stacks. Grants 2 stacks upon use. 1 stack of gadget overheating is lost at the start of Nitori's turn. Yeah, so I don't know what that means. I have absolutely zero idea what that means, but I should probably give her some equipment. What's her stats? She's physical attacker. She can have a power bracer and a cool sword. And a shield. There you go. I'm sure that's fine. Save the game. So what do I do next? I go to Patchouli and I upgrade Reimu. So we have to get everything to level 8. Okay. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. I need 21, 42, 63, 84, 105, 126 dollars. I need 126 dollars. And then I can have Patchouli on my team. Sounds good to me. Second floor entrance. Let's go. Every time that happens, I think a cutscene is gonna happen. And, well, a cutscene did happen this time, so. Oh! Wow, it really is just like a second away with this. Sure is handy, right? There are probably more tears, so let's use them as checkpoints as we find them. Okay, time to get moving. Phew, that was a really weird experience. The sensation just now was so weird. That was awesome, huh, Mary? It's strange, that feeling just now. That floaty sensation of being pulled upwards from the top of my head, like being in a dream, floating really far up and down. I felt something really familiar somewhere before. It's kind of like when I bring Renko to Torifune and other places, but no, it's different. It's more... Huh? Oh, I know. I remember now. Do you remember when I told you long ago about what happened to me in that undeveloped bamboo forest? It's only my own interpretation, but I've always thought of it like this. Maybe the memories of my soul mixed together with my fear and aspirations manifested as a yokai in my dream as a vision. Harry? Maybe this is different, though. This feeling, the one from that time, back then, it was like I stretched out really far, and I remember clearly feeling like I pierced through something. Could that maybe have been... Mary! Yes, that's me. Oh, what's with the sudden shouting? You're becoming more and more like some kind of monster, Mary. You really okay? Oh, give that teasing ears a rest already. Come on, let's go. We just have to keep up with Rainbow and the others. Yeah, okay, you're right. Seriously, keeping company with a monster is tough. Really, really tough. Jeez. Alright, it's time to get walking. Which way do we walk, sir? Whatever way suits our fancy. I guess that spot will be for a later time. Yeah. Challenge level 9. Am I level 9? Tasty wild greens. Okay. Why was that growing on a bridge? Moonstone. I got that before. Oh my. Okay, alright. Well, Rainbow probably kills that. Yeah, Rainbow kills that. Rare item drop. You can hit the fairy. Whoa, 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 whoa. And you'll die, and then Alice will cast Fireball. What a perfectly laid out team. Nightmare and Sizer. Unpleasant front teeth that fell out of people's mouths in their nightmares. Apparently these things called dental pulp stem cells that teeth have are considerably good for your health in the outside world, or so say the rumors that spurred someone to start picking these up. Now they're a jangly box in the corner of the Atelier that's getting filled with them gradually, making quite the horrific scene. Nitori and Alice are incredibly displeased at this, yet they just keep getting brought in. I don't like the idea of collecting teeth. Chat, you ever see the movie The Tooth Fairy? I never watched it, but as you know, pretty much everything gets turned into a shitty B-movie horror film, right? But that trend has never been more real than when we saw it happen with a bunch of public IPs going live. But there was a movie about the Tooth Fairy, and she was not a good girl. She was very bad. Very, very bad. Eager support. 3 heal. Wow. It's just a chrysalis. It's just a chrysalis. Not that tough. Pop. Chat. Hold on. Called an offshoot of Agate. Agate is already an offshoot of Chalcedony, and Chalcedony is the same material as quartz. As you can see, onyx is kind of complicated. To roughly classify it, quartz composed of fine intergrowths rather than a single crystal is called a Chalcedony. And Chalcedony with striking vertical lines like a bisected onion is called Agate. And if those lines are white and somewhat straight, you have an onyx. However, the word's meaning has changed over time, and now it mostly refers to a giant gray snake made of rocks. Lines be damned, or agate with black and white stripes, making classification even more complex. I hated all of that. All of that. I hated every second of it. Phantasmagoria pouch. This may look like just a plain old tiny pouch, but don't be fooled. It uses Yukari's gap creation ability and the power of the myriad of gods to expand its capacity and safely contain any type of food you like without it ever spoiling. Increases the amount of break items you can take with you by 1. Wow, that's amazing. With innovative gap technology, I can now bring one more sandwich with me. Oh, you've outdone yourself, Yukari. Truly. Truly. Okay, as I was saying just a second ago, chat, did you ever see the movie Smile? I don't even remember if that was what the movie was called, but I remember that movie got talked about. I found 120 sen. And it was about like some serial killer whose face was just like a carved in smiley face. You ever see that movie? What was that movie about? Please inform me. That was a real movie, I'm not lying. I'm not lying, it's a real movie. Chat, did you ever see the movie where, I don't remember what it was called. All I remember is that sometimes the trees would blow in the wind and then characters would kill themselves. What the fuck was that movie? Absolutely, what the fuck was that movie? Lock the checkpoint. Oh, so now we're just giving checkpoints willy-nilly, huh? It's a happening. Well, that can't be it because nothing ever happens. That movie is based on false pretenses. Goodbye, little one. I'm more scared of the tree than anything. Physical first aid. Let's get some of that MT back, shall we? Okay, could you leave Reimu alone, maybe? Cha-cha real smooth. Okay, that wasn't cool. That was not cool. Forgotten Day Flowers, Nature's Green Barrel. Wow, that fucked up Alice's motivation. I'm not engaging in that combat. I'm not engaging. Not engaging. Not engaging. Not worth it. That's too much. That's too much think right now. We're not here to think. We're here to walk around dungeon floor. Berry walnut. See, I knew it was M. Night Shyamalan. I don't know if that guy's really made any movies in the past, like, decade. Like, honestly. But M. Night Shyamalan was definitely a name that had quite a bit of infamy and notoriety to it, huh? And not just because of the Avatar movie. That was something else entirely. He did have his name on that one, though. Tough shell. So there appears to be a treasure chest just floating. Oh. There is a treasure chest floating. Well, let's just combust them. Okay, well, goodbye, Alice. You had your time. I'll see you next time. Formation change. Nitori. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out how to get that treasure chest, because there has to be a way in there. No. What? What the hell? See, I figured it was related to the flowers, but I couldn't walk on it. I can't get that. I can't get that. It's ungrabbable. And now I've just... Oh, it's a single squirrel. That's fine. Rare item. Which one's the rare one? Wherever. It's happening. I don't have a key. Dream of vitality, sorcery, and energy. We'll bring it with me. Why would I not bring it with me, though? Alright, back to walking around. Sunstone. Yeah. Yeah. He was known because his movies always they had twists. That was kind of like his thing. Like, the M. Night Shyamalan movies always had a crazy twist. Were they good twists? I don't really know, because I don't remember watching much of his movies. In fact, oh, well, I'll have to get that later. I don't remember watching a lot of movies, if I'm being honest. Golden grains. So, I did have a period where I watched a couple, classics that you hear about all the time, when I was doing shiny breeding for, Tinkatum, or Tinky Winky, or whatever the hell the baby form is called. I don't remember. I watched quite a bit of classics. It's funny because I also watched a video earlier about Mortal Kombat. Dirty tactics in Mortal Kombat. Tactics that aren't, like, they're not cheating, but they're grime central. And I found out that when Predator kind of came out to MKX, they made an infrared costume for Scorpion that just made his entire body like infrared lighting, which is really bad on the eyes. This is really bad on the eyes. So that was funny. Alright. But another one, I didn't even know this was possible because I don't really know how it could be possible. But there was a period in Mortal Kombat 9, Dream of Affection. There was a period in Mortal Kombat 9 where Cyrax had a really, really strong combo off of like a bomb setup. Oh, well, I found the exit. He had a really strong combo off of a bomb setup, but it got patched out because, of course it did. But around the same time as that patch, they made a couple costumes. Tough shell. They made a couple costumes for the cyborgs that gave them their classic outfits. And I don't really know how this is possible, but for some reason, the classic outfit for Cyrax was still on the old patch. So if you picked that costume, if you picked that specific outfit for Cyrax, you were playing a pre-patch version of Cyrax. I don't even know how that makes sense. But yeah, you could do that. I still think that'll kill you even if you are... Okay, well it didn't, but... It didn't last for very long, but like, I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know how that, like, happens. How does that even make sense? Probably should have just fucked up the tree, but whatever. He's alive. Only applied the patch to specific costume. Cyrax had human costume with different animations. Well, everlasting slice-ified wood. Form of petrified wood. To put it simply, carbon permeates into woods and before it petrifies, it becomes charcoal. The permeation of silicone results in silicified wood instead. Silicone is the primary component of quartz, so it might sound cooler if you say this wood crystallized when it became petrified. Well, the costume itself was like classic, as in like it was like based on their Mortal Kombat 3 outfits, where their games they originated from. So, oh, what was the map button again? Let me see. Okay, well, there's more to explore, but there's also some chests I can't access for some reason or another. So, let's keep exploring until I wipe. Did I really not get that? Really? It's like right there. Brother man. Oh. Are you gonna do something? I can't even see your attack pattern. Alright. If it's gonna do something, let me see it do something. Bitch. That's a self buff. Whatever, just do it again. Nightmare Disciple, Nightmare Occlusion. Oh. Wait, wasn't there a Chrysalis enemy on the lower floor as well? Because this adds to the bestiary. Well, that did 0. That did nothing. Oh, shit. Oi, 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 oi. Alright, I killed it. Sticky Abagum. According to Rainbow, this is sort of like those Dream Soul things Adorami, the ruler of dreams, is always playing with. This mystery matter is much more soft and viscous than the actual Dream Souls, yet oddly enough, it's light and doesn't stick to you. Some party members say it can make for a good shield if you cover yourself in it, but whether it's sticky or not, nobody's interested in volunteering, not even those who suggested it. Well, alright. Okay, the team is now... Gold team is out. Leave the dungeon. So this place we're in, what do you think it is? Does anyone have any ideas? Even if it's just a gut feeling, let's hear it. Didn't we already talk about this yesterday? We haven't had any new developments while investigating or exploring, so there's no gut feelings to be had. No, try again. We have had new development while exploring. We found out that this forest is multi-layered, and we found a tear a ways into it. We already knew this from the start, so I'll say it anyway. This place definitely isn't natural. A tear? A tear? That can't be. So you're certain then? I'll put here by something? See, look, now you're curious, aren't you? So you guys better hurry up and join us today. We need the bodies. I'll think about it. Ah, there it is, Lady Patchouli. I'll think about it. Is actually a no. Always. Oh, shut it, Mailing. I don't want to hear it from one who just happily joined because after being learned by meat. Ah, whether that's true or not, Lady Patchouli, you're not getting any meat if you talk like that. Mukyu. Looks like she wants some. Meat's irresistible, you know. This conversation, it's the same as yesterday. Gosh, so we haven't fully solved this, huh? I was surprised. Oh, Akyu. When I woke up this morning, my memories of yesterday were still there. There was no need for me to read my journal. Though repeating yesterday, you were able to defeat that strange purple misty humanoid, and beyond it, you found a tear that you used as a checkpoint and discovered that the forest multi-layered and artificially created. Everything I heard about yesterday is still here in my memories. Oof. That's good news. Akyu. Ah, I see. Judging from your response, sorry, how many times have you heard me say that now? I should have considered that possibility. That was the second time. I see. So this is the first repeat. In which case, let's see. I suppose we haven't solved the memory loss problem, but rather, we avoided one day of memory loss. No, perhaps it's best to say we advanced our memories one day forward. Something like that, I guess. Oh man, and here I thought we were done with all this memory stuff. Maybe to fix it completely, our only choice is to keep going and make all the tears and the checkpoints. It makes sense if you think back on when we advanced everyone's memories the first day. Either that or maybe the misty thing we defeated is related. Which is it? I wonder. Maybe there's more of them, or maybe we didn't really finish them off, or maybe it has a boss. I can imagine all sorts of possibilities, but in the end, we've got no choice but to just explore, right? It doesn't matter whether we want to investigate that purple misty humanoid, the place itself, or the tears. And here I thought we made a huge leap of progress all at once, and that things were looking more hopeful. Now, don't get so down in the dumps. We know what we have to do, and we've seen measurable results from it, right? Let's look on the bright side, Renko. We keep exploring as we have been. Everyone's memories are sure to keep advancing, and I'm sure that'll let us understand more about this place and that suspicious humanoid mist. Unlike me, you're thinking positively. I'd love to learn from your example. Just leave it to us, the positive pair, with your help and everyone else's. I'm sure we'll have results again right away. I can't say I'll be able to be as positive as you, Mary, but you're right. Everyone's lending us their aid, so we can do this together. Okay, Akio, just wait here and look forward to our next bit of good news. Thank you very much. I'm left utterly reliant on the two of you right now. I'll be in your care. Alright. Well, first let's go visit Alice and get my shop equipment. That's not the shop equipment. Whoa, I can buy a cold sapphire for 17 quid? That's pretty good, I think. Not that I know what it's used for, but I can. Ancient letter wood press. Make shit I don't have, please. Thank you. Open 30 treasure chests. Okay. Ah, Reimu. What's up? Take a look at this note I found on the back of the kitchen shelves just now. Is this yours by chance? Huh? No, I don't remember writing a note. Let's see here. Their order differs from the ones I remember giving them. Their activity logs are strange as well. Could someone have overwritten my control methods? Check shows no such traces. Could this be a fault of my own memory? I've been very forgetful lately, and I feel like there's always a fog over the depths of my thoughts. This is more to the place than meets the eye. I'm going to leave my secret recipe for the warabi mochi everyone at home loves so that they can at least remember that. Can't find the necessary ingredients for it in this area. I want to eat it again, with everyone if possible. There's another reason why I must do everything in my power right now. Currently, I'm in want of more information about this place. Perhaps I should bring some shikigami and go on a long excursion. Hold on now, why do you think I was the one who wrote this? Whose is it, I wonder? Shikigami, somewhere I think there's someone who... Oh, it's no good, my head hurts. It's on the tip of my tongue, I think it was. Warabi mochi, huh? I like warabi mochi too. Nobody asked, Kane. Nope, that's enough of that. It's enough of that weird memo. Just show the warabi mochi recipe. Oh look, you're interested after all. But this is unfortunate. I don't think we can follow this recipe with the ingredients we've got here. Aw. See, look, you really are interested. Oh, shut up. No, I'm here to open a box. Base HP, max MP, max TP. Open the fucking box. Find the dream inside. Okay. Here I am. This is a map of the forest, and this is documents regarding its plant life. These documents cover its geological features, and these ones... Ugh, they're on the bugs. You guys really are cataloging everything, huh? Even the weird stuff. Yeah, history's one thing, but getting the other stuff together is pretty fun, too. Yokai, hermits, and other non-humans have been making some peaceful visits to the village lately. It's nice and all, but it means I've got more busy work on my hands. I think I might have complained about this already, but, well, it's been quite a while since I've had this much time to relax. In my opinion, humans should interact with yokai and other species beyond what's necessary. I don't want them blindly destroying the balance of humans fear yokai and revere gods, and yokai and gods secure their existence and affect those same humans. The occult ball commotion has left Gensokia with a strange new trait after all. These are times of concern, and in more ways of one. Oh, then since you're a Crotango, I guess that means we can't be close with each other. Huh? Were we really that close to begin with, Reimu? It would be embarrassing if rumors were to spread, so could we just start as friends? Now look here, you. Ha ha ha, well, I get the feeling we can't lump Reimu and Marissa in as weak humans. You're solidly in the strong camp along with famous yokai and hermits, Reimu. If you're self-aware of that, right, it'd be worse if you weren't. Yeah, I've gotten to where I'm sufficiently self-aware, but you know, nobody ever puts that label into words, but everyone's always quick to push it onto me anyway. I understand how you feel. I must say it's a surprise, though. I didn't think you were the type to be bothered by that sort of thing. That's a label you're pushing onto me too, see? Pushing me to act like the Hakurei Shrine Maid and expecting me to be the detached, differently thinking Hakurei Reimu everyone thinks I am. I mean, I can't deny that it does describe me, but still, then there's no problem, yes? No, I'm saying it still bothers me anyway. Is that not getting through to you? Like, really? Man, these kinds of talks are fun. Fun for you, maybe. Jeez. No, I mean being able to banter back and forth like this with no concern about who's weak and who's strong. It's not something as concrete as saying we all have different standings, but because I keep the humans in the village safe and run the temple school, it's subtle, but they often end up looking at me like I'm someone greater. Maybe that's the getting a label pushed on you feeling you said you dislike, Reimu. Oh, well, this is rare. It's not often we hear complaints from the village's guardian god, Hakutaku. Yeah, that's just the kind of thing I'm talking about. You're doing that on purpose, aren't you? Hee hee, you know how this place is carefree and comfortable, yes? Before coming here and making my newspaper put me under non-stop strain every single day. Of course I am doing it because it's what I love, and if I'm going to do it, and I'm going to beat those things that other Tengu make that they have the nerve to call newspapers. But constantly putting my all into a certainty is tiring. Certainly is tiring. I find myself sometimes doing stakeouts or interviews in order to secure scoops before the others. And sometimes I wonder if my drive for first place ends up making me put things that I'm not 100% sure or 100% true in my paper. Sometimes. Ha ha ha, so you do have some self-awareness. Come now, stop firing shots like that, you two. But yes, you're right, I'm not totally lacking in self-awareness. But I think it's simple and harmless reaction to being unable to do my journalism without these elements. However, this guilt, drive to compete, and vanity perhaps, it'd be nice to not have to worry about any of it since coming here. I haven't felt this way in ages. I don't think I've been able to investigate and report on what I want whenever I want since I was a child. What's that for, Reimu? I'm capable of emotions like this too, you know. Ha 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 ha. You know, I didn't really expect to be saying this, but everyone's enjoying this place, aren't they? Yep. Well, I guess I'm no exception. Jeez, Mary. Hee 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 hee. Did somebody say cutscene? Okay, so to summarize, an insect-like monster nearly a meter long swiftly descended from the treetops and attacked you, is that right? Yeah, you've got it. You couldn't have handled it without the help from Patchouli's magic and the shrine's blessing. Patchy's not on the team yet. The blessings of the shrine you yourself took over and declared your branch shrine, You've really got some guts, just the same as always. The shrine really does give us power when we visit and mull over the things we've seen and heard. Though it's so strange, isn't it? If it weren't for Patchy's magic and the shrine's power, we wouldn't be able to do any of this. What if I didn't use Patchy's magic at this point? Then what? I've thought, it's no good, I'm done for quite a few times now, too. But like Mary says, thanks to everyone's help, we somehow managed to make it through. I'm really grateful to everyone who's been helping us explore. I must ask, though, are those things really coming in droves out there in this forest? Wait, hold on. It's not as if I'm doubting the stories of the forest monsters you so generously told me, but it's as if you're telling me more monsters I've never seen or heard traces of against Sokyo. I can get why you want to say that, but really, is it really true? If you're skeptical, you can just come with us and use your notepad and camera you're so proud of to write about them and get pictures, right? I'm sure that'd make for good articles. Oh, hey. This might be our chance. It's true that with encyclopedia and references, your accounts of the subject change drastically depending on whether you've seen the real thing yourself or not. I've had plenty of cases where my reports have turned out better or worse depending on whether I performed actual experiments. Why don't you come with us to the forest, Aya? Maybe having some fun with us and getting a breath of fresh air would be what you're reporting would be good for you? Yeah, there's 2 more sneaky invitations for the pile, but you certainly do have a point. I have my doubts. I should include things I've only heard about and not actually seen. Oh well, I suppose I can't win against my own curiosity, now can I? I'll accept your invitation. Let me know anytime you need my help and I'll come along and do my best to explore as I do my reportings. Happy to have you come along, but we prefer it if you report while you explore, not the other way around. Oh, that's your issue? Well, that certainly isn't going to happen. Aya, Shamemaru Aya, traditional reporter of fantasy. Aya's first appearance was in 2005, but in a book called Touhou Bunkacho, not in a game. This is true, by the way. Touhou Bunkacho released about less than a week before Phantasmagoria Flower Review. She later appeared in Phantasmagoria Flower Review, Mountain of Faith, Scarlet Letter Rhapsody, Touhou Hisotensoku, Subterranean Animism, Double Spoiler, Impossible Spell Card, and Hidden Star in 4 Seasons. Shoot the Bullet, Touhou Bunkacho's game version, was the first game where Reimu wasn't playable, instead featuring only Aya. Maybe due to her occupation, which will come up shortly, making her a good fit for explaining things, as well as how she pops up out of nowhere with nobody batting an eye. She tends to appear more often than other characters in both games and books. Aya is a crow Tengu belonging to Yokai Mountain's Tengu colony. She's a newspaper reporter and the sole publisher and distributor of her own paper, the Boom Boom Maru newspaper. Her motto is to report only the truth and not report on info that can't be confirmed. But Aya's idea of truth is subjective, leading those with other views to mockingly call her paper a gossip rag or a school newspaper. It seems Aya's paper still performs better than other Tengu's papers, though. Probably because she leaves the mountain and distributes them. This applies to all Tengu, but Aya is polite to the strong and either cocky or superficially polite to those below her. However, she still shows some courtesy with interviewees and speaks with care, maybe to avoid conflict. Aya is actually over 1,000 years old and was alive before the Great Hakurei Barrier isolated Gensokyo from the outside world. Tengu are powerful as is, so her experience and age place her in Gensokyo's elite, but she hides her true power and lives as a reporter. Aya has great speed, so she'll shine if you watch enemy turn gauges and have her swap characters around in response. As Aya levels up, she'll master spells that increase her allies' turn gauges, making her an expert at managing the team's turn order. You can also use her frequent turns to attack, but her attack is only so-so, so she'll struggle with high defense foes. Welcome to the team. Nightmare Chrysalis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I had the 2 bosses for 12. Okay, alright. Claim regular enemy bonuses. Recorded 8. I get a moonstone. Cool. Rare enemies. Okay. Rudimentary. Alright. Reimu done. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. And go back in for more talking. Thank you for the raid bar. This looks like some fine work to me. What is it like exploring with this magic cast on you? I'd like to hear your impressions. I feel really good. When the situation calls, I can control my body so well. It's like it's not even mine anymore. Right? It's really amazing. Hitting an enemy with a dictionary sends them flying like a full swing from a metal bat would. It feels absolutely exhilarating. Could you maybe not say scary things like that with a straight face? I'd experimented on myself in the library, so I knew my magic would have an effect, but I'm glad to hear it worked without issue in real combat as well. Though, saying that, anything more precise than this would require me to experience it for myself. It's not as I can get the exact details of your physical experiences out of you, after all. Okay, then come along with us, Patchy. Come on, let's explore together. Hitting Kodama home runs with your book would be fun, you know. I think I'll pass on the home runs, but I suppose accompanying you is the natural next step, isn't it? Alright then, I suppose I'll try going along with you. Oh, seriously? I mean, I know I was the one who invited you and all, but it's rare to see you prioritize something above your books. Well, if I'm to be honest, I'd like to continue reading, but like I said before, I get anxious every time there's an incident. I'm aware that it's occurring, but because I don't act myself, I have to instruct Marissa to resolve it instead. And she just ends up ignoring me anyway. And I don't like that. This is a good opportunity for me to bring my strengthening magic closer to perfection. Plus, not only are there many samples grateful to me for the magic I'm casting on them, but I have the perfect environment to be taken care of while I make myself into such a sample. I never get another chance like this. Samples. Taken care of. You two are underestimating the severity of my asthma and frailty. You may call yourselves irregular people, but I'm far, far weaker than even that. It's not too late to regret inviting me, you know. Stop that weird brag of yours, Patchy. Girl of Knowledge and Shade. Patchouli Knowledge. Patchouli, or Patchy for short, first appeared in Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, released in 2002. Chat, have you ever seen somebody... Have you ever seen somebody refer to Patchy as P-A-T-C-H-I-E? That shit weird. She since appeared in Immaterial Missing Power, Shoot the Bullet, Scarlet Rhapsody, Subterranean Animism, Touhou Hisso Tensoku. She belongs to a race called Magician that's not considered human or yokai. As expected, she's skilled with magic, even more so when it comes to the elements. As such, it said she has the ability to manipulate fire, water, wood, metal, earth, sun, and moon. Her lifespan far exceeds that of a human's, and she's said to be about 100 years old. Patchouli regards books to be an integral part of her. It's called the Unmoving Library. Isn't she the Unmoving Great Library, or am I making that up? Due to how she stays inside and reads books in the Grand Library at the Scarlet Temple Mansion, a western lakeside mansion in Gensokyo. She's both knowledgeable and skilled at magic, but her asthma and long shut-in life means her body is weaker than a regular human's. That doesn't stop her from whacking people in the fighters, though. She delivers when needed. Patchouli is close friends to Remilia, the mistress of the Scarlet Temple Mansion. She's also friends with Marissa, who often butts into Gensokyo's commotions, and Alice, a fellow magician. However, she's often frustrated by Marissa's boorish habit of taking books under the pretense of just borrowing them, despite intending to never return them. Her vast wealth of knowledge often leads her to independently reach the truth behind incidents, and she's also sometimes shown to have be all thought and no action, and sometimes goes off track due to an over-reliance on her book smarts. Patchouli's magic is amazing, and she covers many elements, but her defense and speed are pathetic. And some builds may take a few turns to deal their full damage unless she gets help. She can hit nearly any weakness that excels in multi-targeting, so she can be valuable as support too. Patchouli is at the top of the chart when it comes to party-wide magic attacks. Farm character. Wait, why do you cost 5 money? She costs more money, you dirty rat. Demand suddenly skyrocketed. Shit. This, I didn't even go to the dungeon yet. This shit timed out in the cutscenes. That shit timed out in the fucking cutscenes, brother. All right, well, level 8, level 8. All right, let's do a little bit of skill. Well, first you have to join the team. To the back line with you. All right. Formation change. Look at my friends. Skills. Tengu's Wind. 4% speed buff to all frontliners. 25% chance Aya's turn gauge start the battle at frontliner to act immediately. Increase speed by 40 when Aya possesses a speed down buff. Well, you can't keep her down. Lightning move. Grants Gale Fan ready buff for 2 turns upon use. It's electricity based attack. All frontliners at the start of Aya's turn. And she's not in front line, so I don't need that. Oh my. Grants the Philosopher's Stone. X buff for the matching element upon using Agni Shrine, Princess Undine, Ginger Gust, Satellite Himawari, or Metal Fatigue. For example, Agni Shrine grants Philosopher's Stone Fire, the Princess grants Cold. Okay. Agni Shrine, Ginger Gust, Metal Fatigue. Oh, that's physical. Okay, alright. So, basically what this means is whenever I use a magic, I get a buff to it, or I get a stone. But what's the point of that exactly? What exactly is the point of gaining a Philosopher's Stone? What does it do? Does it buff the power of the ones I have it for? Targets all enemies, targets all enemies, targets all enemies. AoE magic, baby. We'll just do that for now, I guess. Check the level 10 commands. Yeah, but I can't do anything with those right now, so that doesn't matter. Why read ahead? I'm just gonna forget anyway, and I'm gonna have to read it again when she actually hits level 10. That's extra work. You didn't think I was actually gonna read in this fucking game, did you? Please ignore the fact that I've been playing for 6 hours, and I guarantee you that at least half of that has been in cutscenes. I can almost guarantee that. Alright. Mary, I realized something not so great. Everyone's memories have advanced one day forward from the first day, but they still forget the previous day's events when they go to sleep. Uh-huh. So that checkpoint we opened up further in the second layer yesterday, they've already forgotten about it, haven't they? What do we do? Oh, that. I think it'll be fine. I think I can use my power to warp us to those checkpoints. Huh? Geez, you don't need to shout. Look, that feeling of warping to Atelier is similar when I bring you into my visions, or when I fall in my dreams alone, like I was talking about before. Because I felt it many times, I think I've accidentally learned the trick to it. I don't think I'm able to make tears and checkpoints myself yet, but I feel like I should be able to warp to ones that are already open. Actually, I tried it last night and it worked. I think I can just bring a big group along just fine too. Huh? I said there's no need to shout, Renko. Ugh, you're so stupid. Seriously. Doesn't matter if your power keeps getting stronger and more monster-like in this place or not, Mary. Why do you have to do dangerous stuff like that all by yourself? What if something happened to you? Ah, that's it. Sorry. Don't get mad, okay? I'll talk with you next time. But look, nothing happened this time, so it's fine. Come on, let's go. Of course, I really don't want Mary to stop doing dangerous stuff without talking to me first, but I don't think that's all there is to it. Probably. Deep down, I don't want Mary to leave me all alone. Her paranormal powers are getting stronger and stronger here, and that's probably alluring to her. Heh, as if. It's fine. Mary wouldn't ever disappear somewhere and leave me behind. Tears in relationships usually come about because of either a victim complex or excessive self-consciousness from one side. Come on, seriously! How could I ever think any of that? That's right. So it's fine. Mary would never leave me. It's fine. Oh no. Drama! Here I am in the forest. Not the spot I was supposed to go to, but whatever. We're in my new favorite spot. I don't even think I need to fight that boss, but I will. I'll kick its ass. Maybe he's the one keeping those chests in lockdown. Holy shit, Patchy, you're so far down the fucking line. Fatal. Ouchie. Rare item. Green Dream. An accessory made by a certain robot by hardening sap from the tree he restored while working to reinvigorate a desert over the course of 400 years. The desert's revival leads to a rare full-party camp scene. Is this from Chrono Trigger? The theory that the game's events may be a certain entity reflecting on its past and then an ending branch event. The short but dense sequence of events ends with you being given that piece of gear with a rare effect. I seem to recall, yeah, there's a quest where you kind of like go in the past and Robo like has a tree and he just kind of then you use the fucking time travel machine and then he brings life back to the land. A demon core. 6.2 kilogram plutonium spear that was first used in plutonium criticality tests. We had to use an experimental atomic bomb and finally melted down and recycled in other cores. Experiments had such poor safety management that a famous physicist told that everyone involved would be dead in a year. The dangerous sphere had quite the history and unsurprisingly caused 2 criticality incidents during testing that killed 2 scientists. I remember we talked about that before. Rainbow just found a demon core in a wooden box. Yep, the old spicy screwdriver. Such is the way of the world. It would seem, yes. Songstress's apron. An apron worn by a certain songstress. No, I thought that was Mystia. That wasn't Mystia. So, when this guy comes out of his cocoon, you feel this enemy will transform into something different if conditions are met. Does this drop rate get better? Ow. Ah. That's okay. Please turn into your freak form. Whew, good thing that missed. Jinja Gust. Holy Christ. Well, he's dead now. And he didn't give me anything. All he did was waste my time. Congratulations. Okay. It's a different enemy, so probably a different drop table. But who knows? So I see an indicator mark. There's an indicator mark up there. There's also a way to continue. There's quite a few things I can like do here, you see? Like there's a challenge area next to a warp point. And there's a staircase, and there's also what I believe is probably objective, but it's not a boss tile. It's an event tile. I should probably read the enemies a little more. Because the fire takedown bonus. So, okay, so that one you get bonus rewards for killing with fire. The fairy, you get bonus if you kill it while it paralyzes. Okay, alright. It's good to note, good to note. Good to pay attention. Something that no streamer is capable of doing, because they're streamers. Paying attention as a streamer requires you to eat an egg. What a shame. No. No. Say it ain't so. Ominous gemstone. Black gemstone found in various places in the world. Following the epithet and collecting them all, you can unlock the path to the secret final dungeon. All right, yeah, that was some crazy shit. Is that supposed to happen? What the fuck? Rare enemy. Oh. He's got 18,000 HP. Wait. He's got 936 mind? This guy's gonna kill me. This guy is absolutely gonna kill me. How am I supposed to defeat this creature? He's gonna kill me. He's weak to fire. Oh, I bet I can... I'm gonna burn him alive. Okay, I'm gonna burn him alive. Let's take care of the problems, I guess. Okay, Reimu is dead, but Reimu doesn't matter because this is gonna do. Okay. All right, I gotta go. I have to go. I have to leave. There. Why am I in the... Is this normal? There's nothing over here, but I can just kind of be out here. Well, that was fucking bonkers, wouldn't you say? What the hell was that about? That enemy was way too strong. Coffee. Activate the event square. Do it. What's this? There's a note stuck to this tree. What is this? A message from someone? As if. Maybe it's a love letter. Ooh, Renko, a love letter. Ooh! I didn't know you had that kind of side to you, Mary. Okay, let's see here. I don't know where this is, nor why I'm here. Are my memories in disorder? Was I kidnapped or abandoned here by someone? How? I have no bindings of any sort. Reason unknown. I'm leaving a note here as both a marker and reference for later use. I was attacked by strange monsters the moment I began exploring. This place doesn't appear safe, but its danger isn't beyond my capabilities either. Is there another space created within Gensokyo? A barrier modifying the forest of magic? Nothing attacks me while preparing food or resting. I always get attacked while exploring. Do monsters only attack when I explore? Why? Have I lost my memories? I don't understand the contents of my notes. The order I give my Shikigami also conflicts with my memories. Is the location the cause? The food? The monsters in the area? My mental state? It appears nothing will come from waiting here. Deploy my Shikigami and construct an encampment as I carefully proceed further. Who wrote this? Renko, this note. I don't know, maybe someone from Rainbow's group came this far but got lost. Really curious, but Aku didn't say anything about this kind of thing happening. There'd be no point asking everybody else since they've forgotten, right? This is tough. It's almost like something comes to mind, but at the same time it doesn't. Lately I really feel like there's a fog in my head whenever I'm about to remember something. So you've finally gone senile, Reimu? Try again. Not as old as you lot are. Maybe it's because you've been slacking off lately. It's nice to be carefree here after all. Can relax without having to guard the mansion's gate. I don't have to constantly be on alert for Sakuya while I'm asleep. It's so comfy. Just what kind of life did you lead before coming here? Now that you mention it, life here is pretty carefree, isn't it? Though I'm not sure I like the idea of relaxing nonchalantly at a place someone or something forced us into. What if that's actually the point of this? What's that mean? I mean, maybe someone's trying to force us to rest after working so hard day in and day out. This place even came with those wonderfully convenient buildings after all. Someone saw how hard I work and built them for me, I'm sure of it. I shouldn't have even bothered listening to that. Come on, Mailing, get back to work. Your job is now to be our tank. God, fine, I'm sorry. Well, at least everyone's having fun. Just what was that note, I wonder? Okay, well, there's just some random tile you can walk out, and then there's a fucking evil monster tree that does $1 billion. What the hell? Another one! Giant gold muncher. I bet I can kill this one, though. Oh, I can definitely kill this one. Okay. Let's just hit him. Patchy died. Okay. Okay. Goodbye, Patchy. I thought you would be able to handle yourself a little better. There goes the team. Goodbye, Alice. Goodbye, Patchy. Alright, formation, I don't know. Formation, Gamma, Citro, whatever the fuck C is. Phoenix Gamma. So I beat it up. But I don't feel like I got anything from it. Gust fan. Swoosh. Oh, that was AoE. I didn't realize. Alright. Well, Aya certainly is fast. Nightmare Incisor. Yeah. More teeth. More fucking weird teeth. Book of Guidance. 1 skill point. Okay, I've explored almost everything on the map. Just not the central area. Which... honestly, that's way too much distance to travel for that. I'm leaving. Fuck you. Get me out of here. Come to think of it, we always get attacked by weird stuff the moment we step into the forest, but the open area and all the buildings around here are safe, aren't they? Why is that? That's all thanks to these. Huh? What are these? They're called Shikigami. To put it simply, we're safe because these things patrol for us. Seriously, they're a real lifesaver. Let's see. Was it you that made these things, Mailing? Huh? No, of course not. Do I look like I can control Shikigami? Nope. Why am I being treated like this when you're the one who started this conversation? The only people here who I could imagine could control Shikigami are Patchy and Kane. I can't make Shikigami, and I doubt Patchouli can either. I've never heard of her using them either. Huh? What's the matter? Whatever. Anyway, we're safe thanks to these things. Thanks for your hard work, Shikigami. Should've dropped that quick. We're a little past this point, but this place, yeah. It's not a dream, right? You know, like usual. That again? Geez, I already made totally sure of that. This isn't a dream and we can't go back. I think I probably messed something up when we went to Torifune. Look, I think it's something sometimes too. I think maybe next time I wake up I'll be back at college and maybe at the sanatorium. But just on the off chance that this is a dream, I'm telling you it's not. I know, it's just a what if. Just listen to me. Me aside, if this is a dream and something happened to you. Like that wound the Chimera aboard Toyofune gave me. You know, I get that it's, you know, it's the Toyofune, like that's the name of the satellite. But I do think it's funny that whenever they talk about it, it's capitalized in the text as if that kind of thing can be expressed through speech. But it's expressed through the text box. But it just anytime she says Toyofune, she just immediately starts yelling it because it's in caps. Yeah, I'm not worried about myself, but I absolutely don't want you to get any bad injuries, Mary. How many times do I have to tell you that this isn't a dream? You'd be in big trouble if you got hurt here too, Renko. Ugh, but look, I get what you're trying to say. You want to go down the what-if route, right? Alright, fine. As a what-if, then, let's presume that all this is virtual reality. Experience is so close to reality that you can't distinguish them from reality. They'll surely still have an effect on reality, both on your body and your mind. Renko, I can't know anything you're thinking, but if by chance you're thinking if something happens, I'll save Mary, even if it means sacrificing myself, then don't. I absolutely do not want that. That's stupid. Of course not. If things get dangerous, I'm hightailing it out of there. Alright then. By the way, when do you think we should tell the others about our special circumstances? That. I don't know. Everyone's always stuck dealing with enough trouble already. I'd rather we wait and see how things go for now, instead of telling them and confusing them even more about our situation. Besides, if, like Aku said, if everyone's memories reset every day, then there wouldn't be much point telling them now anyway. If we're going to tell them, it's gotta be after we resolve this. And if after all that it doesn't seem necessary to tell them, then that's fine too. I think the plan makes sense, and plus, to be honest... No, never mind. Yeah? To be honest, if we told them about everything that's happened to us, I'm afraid that Mary might not return to our world. It's just a feeling I get. Whatever then. You're a weird one, Renko. Hey, always have been, always will be. Sorry, I just can't help it. Well, look at that. She admitted it. I have no clue what they were talking about, but that was quite the intriguing conversation I just listened in on. However, it's difficult to take notes on a conversation I can only sum up as interesting but lacking a point. And once tomorrow comes, I would have loved if I could have heard it all after making it out of here instead. I'm growing ever more curious about those two. Alright, Pinhead. Your time is up. Who are you calling? Who are you calling a pinhead? Ah. All right. Here I am. What is here? Here is me trying to go to those last little couple areas and then fight that challenge tile. And then get my ass beat because this game is difficult when you are, you know. This is the kind of game that is not meant for streamers because it requires actual thought on what you're doing. Fresh milk. Decrease the speed at which the encounter rate rises by 15% for 200 steps. Milk borrowed from animals such as cows, goats, and sheep. The girls did the milking themselves, so it's nice and fresh. There's an unspoken rule to drink your oldest milk first, but Alice ignores it and only drinks the fresh milk stored way in the back behind all the rest. I hate people like you, Alice. I hate people like you. But I understand. I completely understand. Crush him. I'll head into that challenge. A little bit of bonus never hurt. You always put the stuff with the worst shelf life in front, and people will just kind of take it because they don't care. But you will get the ones who like ransack the front of the shelf to get the fresh ones, and then they don't bother cleaning up after themselves. It's very sad. All my hard work tatered and tossed. Huh? Hold on. Isn't that not you again? Whoa, seriously? How many of these things are there? Or did we not beat it last time or something? No, its aura and power feels just slightly different from before. I think it's probably a different one. Shikigami, hey, they just sent out Shikigami. Oh my, why thank you for introducing yourself. Now we know you're a different one than from before. Now that's an aura that wants to scrap, huh? Bring it on then. Huh? Wait, everyone's different this time. They're not acting weird at all like before. You're not the only one here looking for a fight, I'll have you know. Maybe giving you a good beating will teach us a little more about this place. Come on, everyone, let's go. Yeah, get him! Level 10 Nightmare Avatar, Shikigami Master. He has 1 billion HP! Wait! Summon Exploding Katashiro. Okay. So, basic Danmaku attack. He's really weak to Nitori's arms for some reason. Alright. Let's hit him. Hit him. Look at 109 damage. Summoned Exploding Katashiro. So what do you do? Do you explode? This guy probably explodes. Defend. Defend. Okay, so the Vajra ritual increases his defense and mine. Defend. Okay, that thing's timer is going up very slowly. Very slowly. So next is Encroaching Nightmare, which is just a debuff more than anything. This thing's weak to wind and cold and physical. Do you have any, like, real defense stats? Your defense is 20. So, okay, yeah, we are meant to beat the shit out of you to prevent you from exploding. Yeah. Your magic base. Okay, I'm pretty sure that that move wasn't supposed to do that much damage. In fact, I seem to recall that move last time doing 1 to Reimu. This time it did 9,999. That thing's gonna blow up in a second. Okay. I don't have the physical move. Okay. Mr. Explodey is now going to not explode. That's great. That did 15 damage. Anything I click here is going to get a puppeteering debuff. Summon Exploding Katashiro. Reign of Terror. Ow. Okay, but how does this even help me? Blinding Shot. Grants 2 stacks upon use. 1 gadget of overheating is lost. Okay, so I can't do that again. But I can do this. That was AoE. It did 1 damage to him. That's great. But the basic Danmaku attack The basic Danmaku attack killed me in one hit. That's your basic attack? Your basic attack killed me in one hit. What kind of puri-papuda is that? Eh? Huh? Throw a water ball at him. I wish I had the physical move. I don't have the physical move. Why does that do 1 damage though? Why does that only do 1 damage? Why is that? Is it because your defense is 280? Probably. In fact, that is almost certainly why that is. Well, fuck. Hazy mazy. Hazy mazy. Wait, what is he doing on turn 8 or 9? I don't know. The game doesn't tell me enough information. Maybe I can just force him to summon an asshole. Let's do that. I actually managed to make him summon an asshole. Defensi! Pretty good. Pretty good. I got worry on him. Chaboom. Oh. Oi! That's okay. That's okay. Nobody's gonna blow up. Nobody is gonna blow up. Nobody, 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 nobody. Nobody, nobody, nobody. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that move is very strong. Alright, Cherno, you're up. Think you can hit him? Magic. Magic. 16% is not enough. Icicle Fall. 1 damage! Okay. Oh. Okay, alright. Yeah. 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 You're up, dog. It's all attack based, so it doesn't matter. It does 1 damage. And then you explode! Tengu's Wind activated. That's great, buddy. That did 1 damage as well. Okay, alright. So, anybody who uses physical attacks here can't actually do anything to this asshole. Noted. Noted. But physical's required for dealing with the summons, so you need someone for that. Damn, Tengu's Wind is kinda just doing it. Too bad I can't do anything for my party members on this turn, so there's no point to it. Look at that shit. Now I kind of want to know what happens if it blows up. Goodbye. Reign of Terror. Alright, blow up for me, would ya? I want to see what happens when you blow up. Bye, Aya. Kaboom! Shocker. Open menu. Equippy. Inharmonious gear set. I don't have dark resistance. I do have dark resistance. Terror plus 40. We gotta give those to the ones weak to it. Wait, isn't that kind of a wacky ass item? Sure. Rainbow does a lot of damage. So I think what I want with her is I want dark resistance because she's clearly weak to dark. Sticky Babagoo. Give her the Sticky Babagoo. And give her the gemstone. So now she's still weak to it. No, she's still weak to it. Frozen Frog. That's nice. That'll help. What's Nitro? Oh. Mystic and Dark, and this is Spirit Resistance up, but that's fine. Pine Sugar. Anything better than that? No. You don't even have equipment, you little shit! Okay. This doesn't even help me. This doesn't help me. You don't do anything. You just exist. That doesn't even matter. I want you to have a counter scarf, actually. Make your speed go really dumb. But you're also in a situation where I kind of just want your speed to go up, you know? Silence doesn't matter. HP, defense, mine, evasion up. That's good. And I don't think you need the mana flower. No, so let's give you a leaf. you could use something better. You could use something a little better. I want something to increase your magic, because I'm pretty sure that makes your magic heal, your heal stronger. I want to do formation. Aya makes everybody like get a bunch of turns. So I guess I want to kind of split the party. So Mei Ling takes point, and she deals with the little dudes. And Nitori and Reimu go here. And Patchy has AoE that does also do damage. But I also want Aya just for maximum. I think I want Aya for speed, which kind of puts more of the Ionis on Reimu to do any damage at all to the main boss. But I also want to touch her skills. I want to take Gust Band is actually okay. Frontliners, that's good. So turn key to start at 100, allowing her to act immediately. There's no speed debuff in this fight. I can't do anything at those. Now I can. No, I can't. I can't edit those. Alright, you know what? I'll try again. Baba Booey! So this doesn't really do any damage. He's gonna use his first turn to summon, so I can use this turn to beat shit out of things. And Nitori can extending arm for huge damage. And put worry on him while I also work on killing this thing. That didn't seem to do much for his effectiveness of that. Okay. That's kind of a bad miss, but not that bad. Okay. So he's dead. Mei Ling is meant to take hits. I gotta wait for the gadget to come back. But I can hit with a waterfall. Which was a bad idea, actually. That was a really bad idea. Okay. She took that pretty not well, actually. She took that extremely poorly. Like, really poorly. I'm surprised that she is even still alive. That's fine. Okay, here's the important thing we need to do right now. Mei Ling can't do anything. That healed the silence. Why does that not do very much damage? And Nitori's dead. And Mei Ling is dead. Okay. Okay. Only one at a time can get added back in. I thought Reimu did more damage. Reimu doesn't do very much damage at all. Why is that? Is it because it's using her physical stat? No, it's using her magic stat. It's just not doing very much. Huh. Patchy did more. Is he weaker to physical than... Yeah, he is, so I should have that. But, like, look at that. That does 352. So, like, Reimu's not really it for this fight. She's not doing damage. And I honestly don't know why. Oh. I guess she can take a hit, but so could Mailing. But even then, that was not by very much. This motherfucker is gonna explode in a second. This motherfucker is about to explode, and I have not hit him. None of these characters attack with physical. There's a problem. Oh, I actually hit him with silence. But that doesn't matter at this point. Patchy does very many damage. Quite a weird tank situation here, huh? It missed. Wow. 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 She took that very well, actually. She took that very well. Oh, this motherfucking move uses attack stat. That's the problem. I'm kind of in a situation where I'm not actually making much headway in this fight at all. Okay. Okay, that was actually huge. Reign of Terror. So, Reign of Terror. So next is Blinding Shot. Reign of Terror is AoE. Blinding Circle is not AoE. Basic Danmaku and Encroaching Nightmare. So Blinding Shot should be AoE based. It should be, right? Hazy Barrier Defense. No. He Blinding Shot. Which was correct. So yeah, that's a single hit. So the only one that has multi-hit properties to it is the Reign of Terror, right? Didn't I get AoE by something else though? I thought I did. Anyway, that fucker is gonna explode again. Yeah, basic Danmaku attack is actually very strong. That is actually very strong. Alright. Hazy Maze Barrier. Patchy will never get a turn. Oh god, another one. Okay, Patchy's really good when she's not getting hit and getting to click that button. That's kind of good. But her actionable time is pretty laughable. Focus. I want the physical one, because the physical one is just as strong, and it's better against the actual main body as well. So I actually think I need to leave because I can't touch my skills in the dungeon. How much does this do? I want to see. It does 50. Should have defended, but that's okay. Encroaching Nightmare is very scary. Alright, Captain throw shit. On your marks. Get set. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Yeah, that kind of clears that pretty well, but then Aya doesn't do much else here. Aya just kind of... Reign of Terror. That's fine. So what turn are we on now? We're on Reign of Terror. Wait, didn't he just Encroaching Nightmare? Or is he just picking attacks at random after turn 6? No, he skipped Blinding Circle. Did he? No. Oh, I know why. Because he summoned a dude. Right. So when he hits his HP threshold, he'll use the turn to summon a dude. So I skipped the Blinding Circle attack because he summoned a dude. So next is Blinding Shot. Alright, alright. Honestly, I'd rather he skipped Encroaching Nightmare. That attack is fucking ridiculously strong. First aid on Patchy. Oh my god, I can't believe you're alive, Aya. I cannot fucking believe you are alive. Well, you're not gonna get much else out of you, am I? There's a summon. Which means I get to do this. Renko is still alive. Isn't that impressive? Okay, well he did the buff, which is annoying, but not really that big a deal. I get to do this again. Just, like, single-handedly beat the shit out of that little thing. Next is Encroaching Nightmare, which is probably going to smack Aya, and it doesn't really matter if it smacks Aya. And then Patchy can Ginger Gust. Alright, Aya. You're gonna die, ya. Send Chernowan. No. No, no. Man, Aya really just has the turns, though. Oh no, he skipped it by summoning an asshole. Oh no. Wait, next is Blinding Circle. I don't want to get AoE'd, but we're still alive. What percentage is his health at? He had 4,000 something, right? He's at 1,100. Is that the 28% mark that I've hit? I don't know what his max HP was. That seems like the 28% mark. I haven't been counting how many exploding Katoshiros appeared either. So 16% of 4,000 should be closer to 500. And then 4% is like 4% of 400 would be like what? Around 200 or something? So I have 2 more summons. Next is Blinding Circle. Oh. Okay, so Blinding Circle is AoE. So that one sucks. That's fine. Patchy gets her spell here. I will be able to force him to do a summon. So we bring Chirno in as a special guest. Patchy needs another turn here. Patchy needs another turn here. She needs to focus, but I think we're good. Because he just skipped Reign of Terror, which means next is a single target attack with Blinding Shot. So let's just prepare Chirno for that. Okay, he used his turn for another summon, which means I'm looking good. Patchy just needs a focus and an attack, and we're okay. Let's not risk her dying. Okay, that is basic Danmaku attack down. Patchy should probably still beat those guys. Because Alice also needs to focus. That's okay, that doesn't matter. Come on, Patchy. You and Alice are right there. Okay. Okay, we got it. They're still alive. They are still, repeat. They're dead. I won. Holy shit, I can't believe I fucking won that. Moonstone, impact resistant polymer fluid. Special armor that has high defense, but sometimes breaks upon getting hit with powerful attacks. It's set up so it reduces the damage of the attack that broke it to 0. So you can use that to your advantage to bring a ton of copies into boss fights. It'll block that one high temperature guy's Motion attack a single time without fail, making it your best friend in a heated fight. And I got the challenge item, the Dream of Hunting. Even if the ads had exploded, they're single target attacks, so I literally would have had enough bodies to just survive it. We won! Yeah, fuck you, Luigi. Better luck next time, loser. Not like there's gonna be one. That surprised me, though, just how many of those Misty Shadow things are there. It sent out Shikigami, too. The one in the first level didn't use Shikigami at all. Actually, hold on. Shikigami. There's something there. It feels like I'm forgetting something important. Oh, I know the feeling. It felt so tough to remember this and that lately. It's like my brain's wrapped in a fog. Yes, your brain's a good topic too, Mailing, but I'm more concerned about what just happened in front of our very eyes. After all said and done, just what was that strange thing? That's the second time one had clearly laid in wait to attack us, and its power, no matter how you shred it, it's definitely different from your usual small fry. Well, since 2 of the same species, family, or whatever have waited for us and attacked now, thinking naturally that means they're our enemies, right? And by that I mean the enemies, the ones that are keeping us trapped here. If you're saying they're the ones who created this artificial forest, that's surprisingly straightforward if so. With how hostile they've been towards us so far, it certainly seems plausible. In that case, though, we still don't know what they're after. In the end, we don't have any conclusive evidence proving anything yet, and if we want the evidence, we just have to keep wandering around in here more. Goodness, our path forward is so straightforward I could just cry. Saying all that, though, that misty shadow clearly had a different atmosphere to it than the monsters that just aimlessly wander around here. Feels like beating two of those things should cause some change, right? And if that's something related to the forest, then that's even better. That certainly does sound likely enough. Maybe something's changed or somewhere new has opened up. Let's take a look and see. Life lately has been nothing but forest picnics. Hooray, I just love going on forest strolls with everyone. Jeez, cut that out already, you two. Okay, well, here's the team. Critically injured. Can I reach the staircase from this position? Yeah, but it's obnoxious. I'm just gonna leave. I beat a boss. It's morning. Come on, everyone. Time to wake up. Come on. Now. Get on up. Ugh. Breakfast is ready. Rise and shine. Thank me for making breakfast. Hey, I helped. Thank me, too. Come on. Hurry up and get up. In the first place, how can you just casually sleep outside and be transported to this strange place anyway? Breakfast? Oh, it's this late already? Ugh, my back hurts. When did I fall asleep outside? Maybe I should find a couch in the bed of the lounge to sleep on. Ow. The lounge. That gives me a good idea. After we wake up, everyone's sleeping in the lounge. Just have breakfast in there instead. The same morning conversation as always, huh? That's the only thing that's different every morning is the menu. It's probably because we gather different ingredients, though. So this place we're in, what do you think it is? Does anyone have any ideas? Even if it's just a gut feeling, let's hear it. I know that's going to happen every time. I know, but morning's still always a little depressing. Didn't we already talk about this yesterday? We haven't had any new developments while investigating or exploring, so there's no gut feeling to be had. Now, try again. We have had a new development while exploring. We found out that this forest is multi-layered, and we found a tear ways into it. A tear, that can't be, so you're certain then we were put here to find someone or something. Huh? Hold on a sec, I feel like I had this exact conversation with you guys yesterday. How'd you forget? Huh? What? Huh, now that you mention it, we did talk about defeating the second one of those misty purple foes last night, didn't we? It certainly sounds familiar. Something about Shikigami, I think. Shikigami? A second one? Oh yeah, you're right. We did beat a second one yesterday. Huh, we did beat one, didn't we? We did, yes, we definitely did. Huh, wait, something's off with my memories. Have we beat one or two? What's going on? Forget this talk of those purple shadows or whatever. Have we been doing the same stuff every single day lately? Well, hold on, what's wrong with my head? You're right, my memories are the same. Why have we been doing the same thing every day, huh? We have been, right? Right? Am I imagining all this, or did Chino trick me into eating a weird mushroom or something? Ugh, you're right. What is this? My memories, my head, it doesn't feel right. Is this what I think it is? So it really is the case for everyone else too then. I was so surprised. Akyu. Yes, that's me, Akyu. The same Akyu who felt surprised and utterly stupefied as she read her journal this morning. I don't know how many times I've experienced that shock, but it appears the day has finally come. Thinking back after having my memories return, it's been far longer than it feels like it has. Hold on, maybe we should hold off on exploring today. Everyone's more frazzled than I thought they'd be. Yes, that's a good idea. While we're at it, it would be alright if we took a few days off rather than just one. I'd like to try explaining the situation to everyone, but I'd also like to confirm that everyone's memories are still intact tomorrow. I see. You're right, it'd be dangerous if we thought everyone's memories were intact, but they weren't actually again. We were fortunate last time nothing bad came of it, but just in case. Renko, Mary, and Akyu calmed the others down, who were in a panic. They spent the whole day taking their time and explaining the situation to them, helping them all sort out their thoughts. And then, the next morning... So the next morning has come. Now then, everyone, thank you for gathering here. Allow me to ask then, do you all remember what we explained to you yesterday? What was it? What was it? I feel like you told us something really important and shocking yesterday. But... it's no good. I can't remember. My head hurts. What was it again? What'd you tell us yesterday? Huh? It's alright. Don't worry. Leave this to me. Yesterday we explained to you all that you've been losing your memories when you sleep, and that ever since yesterday your amnesia has suddenly lessened and you become able to faintly recall the day prior. Does hearing this help you remember anything? That's right, we beat a second one of those misty things. There was the multi-layered forest, that strange mist, Shikigami, and... Ugh, my mind can't keep track of all these memories emerging forth at once. Ugh, my head feels awful. That's right, we were being forced to live out the same day over and over again, weren't we? Chono, how many times have you stolen my dessert now? As if I know, stupid, stupid. It's your fault for having to get stolen so much, stupid. What? And so it looks like this is where we're at, me included. We've made quite the breakthrough, haven't we? As you two just saw, currently our situation has improved to where we lose our memories when we sleep, while we remember them upon important topics being touched upon. Everyone's heads are very jumbled right now, including mine. However, there's still astounding forward progress. I was surprised this all happened so out of nowhere, after all. I mean that in a good way, of course. She knows that, Renko, so the amnesia plaguing everyone every day has finally begun to weaken for real. Are we all right to interpret that this way? I believe so. As you could tell from everyone's reaction just now, they've recovered to where they can recall their memories upon hearing something important. This isn't the first time something like this has happened, right? You know, a day where everyone's memories are normal, though? It was only one day last time. Give me a second. That's right. It's the second time we've seen improvements in everyone's memories. Furthermore, both changes came after you defeated one of those purple misty humanoids. So that means what I think it means, right? Either those purple misty humanoids are erasing everyone's memories, or the mist's existence is helping maintain the memory erasure. I think we can assume something like that. I surmise that defeating more of those beings will return everyone's memories to normal. With how fast things improve, there probably aren't many of those misty things left, right? I get the feeling the next one, or the one after that, could be the last. I agree, seeing how suddenly everyone's amnesia improved this time around. I feel that another change of the same magnitude is likely to return everyone's memories to normal for good. I hadn't really been sure, but we were moving toward our goal until now. But we've made more progress than I thought, huh? Maybe saying we've declared check would be a cool way to put it. Precisely, yes. I think that's a very close approximation. Oh, God. Now then, everyone's minds may be rather muddled by having their memories return so strongly, but this is where my journal and power are here for. So lead us to me. I'll distribute memos that just add necessary points of information so that we can always restore everyone's memories with the least confusion possible. I intend to omit the finer details so everyone's memories regarding their daily lives may remain a bit suspect. However, I'm sure it'll fix up their memories to the point where they can explore with you and help rectify the situation with no issues. Wow. You're kind of getting fired up, huh, Akyu? Certainly, of course I'm fired up. After half a year, I'm finally getting revenge for all the past me's that wrote journal entries that faded from my memory. I'll compile the information in such a way that even Cherno can understand it. Just you watch. I got a little carried away there. I'd like to take a few days to perform some tests, but after that, you'll be safe to assume that you can discuss the exploration and such with everyone with no issues. I'll make sure of it. Wow, nice. That's great news. You know, I was happy that things had taken a turn for the better, but even still. I know what you mean, Renko. Now we can finally celebrate with everyone for real whenever we accomplish something. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I was thinking. Geez, up until now, it's always been, even if we all celebrate now, they'll just forget tomorrow. I feel like I had to take a step back when we weren't really part of the same team. We could never really be happy or even talk with them properly. That's how it was. This is great. We can finally talk with everyone for real. I see. Those who remember everything have their own suffering to go through. That's only natural. Thank you so much for everything you've done, you two. And no. Let's save the real thanks for when this is all over. Like, when it's really all over. I want us all to celebrate together once we're out. Alright, I'm feeling really motivated. Come on, let's fully restore everyone's memories. Alice has finished replicating the sub-equipment you requested. Thanks, Alice. But, think you could do another one? Okay. Achievements. Have a character reach 140 MP. How did that happen? New achievement bonus is... Yeah, I'll get that in a second. Level up stats. What an absolute waste of money, you may think, but every little bit helps. I gotta get the achievement bonus. But first, level up. Whoa, we haven't been putting on the best show, huh? Not only did we have amnesia, but we embarrassed ourselves all that panicking earlier. Sorry, but thanks so much for saving us from the memory loss which imprisoned us. The memory loss which imprisoned us. Man, teachers really do talk different. You ought to come back to Temple School to study again once we're out of here, Cherno. Diose's been scoring well on her tests lately. Don't talk about that. That's my line. Talk about your whole Cherno scored 9 points on her tests and stop going to school or deal later. Yes, enough about Cherno. Renko, Mary, you've been great help. And what you've told us, we couldn't possibly resolve this ourselves. We never even knew there was anything to resolve, after all. I just thought this was a peaceful, albeit mysterious place. Goodness, it's scary. My weakness is taken advantage of with such accuracy. I'm really grateful, you two. No, it's okay. It's only natural that we helped. You can't expect to fix your own memories being erased, after all. That's right, and plus we have been nothing but helpful since we got spirited away here. We're really glad to be had help in return, even if just a little. We might not be able to keep detailed stuff in our heads yet, but I think we can handle important stuff, like exploring and resolving all this. Let's do our best. Let's keep doing our best from here on out, you two. It's true that you two weren't all that reliable when you first showed up, but you're doing a great job of fighting alongside us now. I'm counting on you. You're counting on us? We're just ordinary college students. Renko, don't sell yourself short. You ran around that battlefield with the first aid healing like fucking crumbs of HP. But man, did you heal that HP. You were alive like the whole fight, running around just tying bandages to people. You were doing a good job. There wasn't much else you could do, but you were doing that. No. Stop being so humble already. I'm with Mailing here. I'm totally counting on your help. You're not even helping. Shut up. I don't know how you two think of yourselves, but the way you plugged yourselves head first into an incident to save us, I think that makes you more than ordinary college students. Not to mention that Mary can warp to those tears all on her own. We got plenty of people who can train all they want and never pull that off. I'm not sure how happy I should be for this praise, but if you're really counting on me, then I want to do my best to meet your expectations. You already met them perfectly. You have my strength and your magic to support you, so have some confidence. Yep, that's right. Anyway, we can finally share our problems and work together to solve them now. If there's any more of those misty things left, then let's find them, whomp them, and restore our memories to 100%. Really though, you know. Probably the only ordinary one here, huh? Mary's powers just keep advancing further and further. Mary, don't leave me behind. Oh yeah, I forgot. Dua! Huh? Renko, why are you so surprised? Ah, it's nothing. What do you need, Reimu? Ah, right. I never felt like we were in big trouble until now, so I wasn't putting my back into this. But after all the commotion today, I can tell we're going to need some proper preparations. Preparations? Yep, preparations. I was thinking I could maybe work my magic and use the branch shrine to make us even stronger. So I tried some stuff earlier. I'll spare you the details, but basically praying to it should make us even stronger now. Wow, that's both arbitrary and awesome. Don't forget that I'm the Hakone Shrine Maid, and incident resolution is my job after all. You two are working really hard, so I've got to put in some effort too. I hope this will make things a little bit easier for everyone. Distribute level up bonus has been unlocked. Each character receives 1 level up bonus point each time they gain a level. You can distribute these points into HP, speed, or any other stats in order to buff them even further. After the scene ends, every character's level bonus will become active and put into their HP. If you intend to raise stats for a character other than HP, select the new distribute level bonuses option you just unlocked and try changing the points from HP wherever you like. Unlike raising stats in the library, changing the level up bonus which is necessarily no cost, adjusting your stats using the bonus flexibility while consideration of what kind of characters you want and what you'll use them for. Yep, I don't know what that means at all, but that's okay. So basically so it's 100% level up bonuses go to HP. But I can change it. So it goes to other stats. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Should I mess with that? I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with that. So of course I'm not going to touch that. Yes. We're all level 10. We can learn new skill. You're not level 10. Whoa. Whoa. Level 10 skills. Decrease allies' speed damage taken by 12%. Removes present on the front line. It's not stacked with skills. Add 6% chance to inflict para with a potency of 3,000. Increase ally damage dealt to yokai enemies by 12 and Rainbow's in front line. Grants Rainbow 12% stat up buff upon an ally being KO'd. Triggers even when Rainbow's in the rear. Increase defensive mind buff values 36. Increase the HP regen buff value by 2%. 2 points. Oh, a persuasion needle. Focus recitation. 50% damage dealt buff upon focus command. Ooh, that's cool. I like this one. So this one gives it a chance for paralysis, which is cool. This is flat for other characters. A damage up command. Mailing. Only usable mailing possesses one or more Kikong. I don't know what Kikong is. Combo! Flower sign. Only usable Nitori possesses one or more Kikong. I don't know what Kikong is. How do I get Kikong? Kikong 3. Grant 3 Kikong. Okay. Only user possesses one more Kikong. That's for self-healing. She can self-heal with great potency. Grant 2 Kikong at the start of battle. Grant all frontliners apply defense buff at the start of Mailing's turn. Alright, well let's get the Kikong. And I need combo. No, I don't need combo for that actually. It's a different tree. Well, I only have 2, so additionally cures poison, paralysis, and heavy. Well, I don't have the skill to do anything else, so whatever. Tripwire, focus power. Has a high chance for debuffs. Increase accuracy modifier by 16 points. Modify spell to use enemy defense rather than mind when calculating damage. Interesting. Inflicts 50% chance to inflict heavy with 100% value. That's from that one. Increase ally damage dealt to inorganic enemies by 12% while Alice is present in the front line. Sure. Patchouli. You have a random Philosopher's Stone buff at the start of the battle. 30% chance to gain random Philosopher's Stone at the start of the battle. Elemental you possess are excluded from the pool. Increase power of Agni, blah blah blah, by 20% upon using them possessing a Philosopher's Stone. So that increases the damage. Okay, I get you. I get you. Warning Beacon. It's defense up. Renko one time 15% damage debuff upon using a beacon spell. And an attack beacon. Oh no, it's an attack buff beacon. Increase ally damage dealt to other enemies by 12% Renko's present in the front line. Okay, she can increase attack. Aya just has 2 points, which I can't do anything with. This is no point. Nitori. Doubles the effect of the sub-equipment at slot in 1. Oh, cool. Gives me a chance to inflict defense down. It's on the waterfall attack. Decrease gadget overheating stacks by 1 when using. And portable utility device, which is another attack. But it's not an attack. It's 8% increase to everything. I see. I'll put that on. Cherno. Speed down affliction. Inflict speed down on all enemies at the start of each turn. Okay. Diamond Blizzard, which has paralysis. Half Chino's TP loss, rounding up, suffers at the end of the battle. Increase cold damage taken. Increase all frontliners possessing the same skill. Okay. Well, the speed down seems pretty good. And we'll just get the one that increases the raw debuff down. Diamond Blizzard could be good, though. What about you? Novice Handmade Barrier is... Turn counter must be a multiple or 2. What? All allies. But you can only use it if the turn counter is a multiple of 2. So basically an even number. Resets turn counter after use. Resets your turn counter after use. So this can only be used on the second turn. or the 4th turn or the 6th turn, but when you use it, it resets your turn counter back to 0. Cooldown of 4 after use. Shock infliction. Increased power and damage multiplier. Additional 16% of all enemies' mind debuffs the current value at the start of Mary's turn. Well, let's get the support action, I guess. Alright. Okay. Let me just peep in everywhere and see if anybody wants to talk to me. I fucking knew it. Oh, hey there! Well, it's a real mountain of scrolls. I don't really get what I'm looking at, but is everything okay? Oh, yeah, everything's fine. Sorry for leaving you on your own for a second, but I'm a little preoccupied. I'll be done in just a second. Okay, there. It's not as if you had entertained us as guests or anything. What are you doing, though? Would you like some help? Nope, this is the last pile. I was just organizing the scrolls I've written since coming here. Hup. All finished. So with that out of the way, I'm going to come along with you now, starting today. Sorry for leaving the hard work to you guys until now. Huh? I mean, I'm not just going to sit here around casually writing scrolls after remembering all that stuff. I'm not that kind of person, you know. Well, I was about to drag you along with us even if you hadn't offered anyway. Ha ha, I figured. Saying that, I do plan on recording maps and info on the monsters we run into out there. But anyway, I'm with you guys now. If it'll work me to the bone. You heard her, everyone. Work her to the bone. Right. I guess I'd forgotten you were like that, huh? Like I said, just because I'm help exploring doesn't mean I'll stop editing together info on monsters and the like, so keep stopping on by like you have been. Actually, I guess I'm on the side that benefits from my info now too, huh? In that case. Okay, let's do this. If you bring me monster info or maps you make while exploring, I'll trade cash rewards for them. That'll make it more worth your while, right? Wow, really? Cash rewards? Wow, I'm impressed, Kane. You really know how to get Shrine Maiden and Kappa moving. I'm not a counselor in the village just for show, you know. The archives have their features upgraded. You'll now receive money or various items in return for filling the bestiary and making progress in the dungeon. Keep exploring suspicious or difficult areas and earn more rewards from Kana. The half-beast of knowledge and history, Kamishiro Sawa Kana. Kana's first appearance was in Imperishable Night, released in 2004. And she later appeared in Shoot the Bullet and Impossible Spell card. Damn, she has not appeared in much. She's a cross between a human and a Hakutaku, making her a Were Hakutaku. During the full moon, she transforms from half yokai to being full Hakutaku, seemingly only becoming a little more aggressive. Though she may be half yokai, she loves humans and works to protect the human village. You can typically be found teaching at the village, and can be typically found teaching at the village, a temple school. Kane possesses the ability to eat history as a half yokai and the ability to create history as a Hakutaku, meaning she only uses her power to change history when she's in her Hakutaku form. Kane is a prudent and a wide range of knowledge, but her lessons are apparently quite boring. And Aku has said it'd be more interesting if I gave lessons myself, in her writings before. Kana tends to have a neutral, but somewhat stiff tone to her speech. She tends to be too serious and is quite picky about greeting people appropriately, but she's good at taking care of others and is apparently well liked throughout much of the human village. Kane's offensive stats are nothing to gawk at, but her HP and defensive stats are a bit above average. She's skilled at granting her allies stat buffs and damage taken down buffs, so she shines best if put in the middle of a team where she can utilize her inherent survival capabilities and continuously buff her allies. All of her stats increase while she's in her Were Hakutaku form, so... Wait, you can form change? So you can have her take control of the far left or even have her serve as an attacker during that time if that appeals to you. Kana may be a jack of all trades and master of none, but she can fill a lot of different roles, letting her perform flexibly in any kind of party she's put into. How the fuck does she do that? Give me my bonus. $128. A shield. $240. Cool. Alright. Well, now I have a new friend. What do I do with her? I take her to the shrine and level her up, but she's not part of the team because I have to go to the... Alice finished her fucking equipment in the cutscenes again. Thanks. Now do this one. Keep it classy. Another one to the back line. Welcome to the back line. Cha-cha-cha. Vroom. I'll get my achievement bonus. What do you do? Magatama Divine Protection. Possessing Magatama's Divine Protection grants defensive mind buffs at the start of each turn. Old history, untrodden lands history. That's a headbutt. Immovable. Grant defense of mind upon taking damage. Grant all party members an additional 2.5 EXP from battles when Kane is present in the party. Frontline or just in general? Well, obviously we're getting that. Increase effective 5%. Grants both targeted formation change. A 50% chance of restoring 2 MP while Kane is present in the front line. Sword Divine Protection. Magic damage up. Since duration of Mega Thomas Divine Protection by 2 turns if targeting Kane. Well, let's let her hit things. That's always fun. Wear Hakutaku forewarning. Ooh. That's later. Your memory is hazy for some reason. Almost like it's clouded over. Clued. Immovable. I actually don't really want that. Alright. Akyu. You get 1 Ard Dagger. A rare drop from level 90 instance dungeon boss that grants fire property attack up 153. It actually adds 150 fire damage to all instances of damage. So if you use sacrament effects and the Kafisum armor set to make your basic attack at 3 times, it'll add 150 damage to each hit, making it a valuable early game leveling tool. How is that an early game leveling tool when it's a rare drop from a level 90 instance dungeon boss? Something tells me that if you're fighting a boss at level 90, they're not an early... What? What? Unless you gave it to somebody. I mean, sure, if you gave it to somebody. But, like, who would do that? 7 hours and 28 minutes. Oh my god. What the fuck? You know, Chad, I beat that boss like 35 minutes ago. Options. Return to title. So, I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't think I was gonna beat that purple mist asshole. When Mei-Ling got hit and pretty much died, I was like, okay. When Reimu... What the fuck is Marissa doing here anyway? When Reimu didn't do any damage, I was like, this is going to be a restart. I want to leave, and I'm going to give Patchy her physical attack so it does more damage to the guy. And then somehow, some way, despite all that, one of the formations ended up locked in for like 8 turns before somebody died. And then I won the fight. I was just like, huh? How the fuck did I win? I don't even know how I really won that. I was just kind of assuming at some point I was going to die. Like, the whole time after Mei-Ling got effectively one-shot, I was just like, okay, everyone's just probably going to die at this point, so whatever. But then it reached a point where my team was still okay, and he was half dead, and I was like, alright, I guess we're still playing this fight. We're still playing this fight. The summons are helpful because they skipped over some of the most important turns. That fourth turn attack that he does is like basically an instant kill. And Mary did a very good job of soaking dark damage. Like, she was actually very good. Now, the thing is, I did get lucky, because if at any point the dude decided to just, like, slap Patchy, and Patchy died, that was it, right? That was pretty much it for that. Patchy didn't get to attack very much at all, but when she did, she was the only one really doing damage. Alice was helpful, too. But, like, they were out of harm's way for the most part. He really liked hitting the far left side. Nitori is supposed to be doing damage, but she died in one hit every time as well. So that was poorly played on my part, but somehow I chipped that fucker out, and I actually got the stat increase reward from it too. So that's pretty cool. But there's still more demo to play. Probably 2 more parts, just based on how long fights go. I won't lie to you, chat. This game is mentally exhausting. Holy shit. I'm in the fucking demo dungeon, for God's sakes. And I'm here fighting bosses, and I'm like I'm actually smoking out of my ears with how much I'm thinking here. I'm really thinking. And like this is early game bosses, and there's going to be so much more shit going on later. I'm actually going to melt. So, yeah, this game is tough on the head. There's so many things you can do. It's very well made. It's just, fuck, it is not friendly. It is not immediately friendly. There's also, I think the way the game starts is extremely unfriendly to a new player. Because when you click new game, you are immediately thrown into a battle with menus. And I know you can't, like, lose, but there's just so much. There's just so much in front of you as Sumireko. And it's like, what does any of that mean? And then you finish that, and you get to the hub, and then you find a text-based tutorial you can read explaining the game. And it's like, this is the kind of game that you have to have experience with previous games in the genre to really, like, you know, hook into it, or you need some kind of special brain parasite that keeps you from quitting out of a game, which to me was when I said I played this game for 2 hours. Because if I didn't play this game for 2 hours, I probably would have stopped pretty shortly after all the dialogue. But I actually kind of got into it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to play more, and here we are. So I think it's a hard game to get into, but I think it's cool. I do think it's cool. Maybe if the intro was a little less immediate with a million menu options and text, and not to mention Sumireko has her own mechanic that's going on in there that doesn't even matter, but like you read it and you're like, do I need to know what that means? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Anyway, cool game.